बांग्लादेश को हराए थे तकरीबन 1 मंथ के पहले, एंड आज उन्होंने नेदरलैंड्स को हरा दिया। बेन स्टोक्स अगेन, दिस गाय डिफरेंट क्वालिटी। जी हाँ, बेन स्टोक्स का प्रॉब्लम आप बोल सकते हैं कि भाई वर्ल्ड कप के थ्रू आउट ही इज नॉट बीन द ग्रेटेस्ट, बट ये याद रखिए कि उसकी क्रॉनिक नी इंजरी है एंड जिसकी वजह से वो सर्जरी करने वाले हैं। तो बेन स्टोक्स मैनेजेस टू गेट हिज फर्स्ट 100 इन द वर्ल्ड कप, अ वेरी गुड इनिंग्स अंडर प्रेशर। फिर से थोड़ा बहुत फॉल हो गया। मलान अच्छा स्टार्ट दिए, बट जो रूट, जॉस बटलर अगेन होरेंडस रहा। जॉस बटलर का सफर वर्ल्ड कप के तहत इट्स नॉट बीन द ग्रेटेस्ट। उन्हें बेकार खेल रहा जॉस बटलर के डिसमिसेस इज वेरी अनलाइक जॉस बटलर। जो रूट आज उसको कुबरी हो गई, अपने हैदराबाद में गल्ला बोलते हैं, नटमेग बोलते हैं, जिसमें लोग गल्ले बाहों के बीच में से बॉल चली गई। ही अटेम्प्टेड अ रिवर्स स्वीप शॉट एंड या जो रूट ऑल्सो नॉट लुकिंग इन द ग्रेटेस्ट ऑफ शेप्स। Apart from that, but Ben Stokes, यार, I think spectacular. Him and Chris Wokes जिस तरीके से पार्टनरशिप डाले नेदरलैंड्स के अगेंस्ट, या बटलर हैज बीन वेरी बैड। तेजस भाव कहाँ है यार? वो बारिश हो रही है हैदराबाद में, देखो पूरा भिगले के आ गया हमें अभी। तो कुदरत का निज़ाम के भी बारे में बात करेंगे कि भाई देयर इज एक्चुअली अ रियलिटी इन दिस थिंग कि भाई देयर इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी अभी भी का रेन हो सकती है। पाकिस्तान के लिए फायदे की चीज़ और न्यूजीलैंड के लिए प्रॉब्ली नॉट सो फायदे की चीज़, अनलेस इंग्लैंड बीट पाकिस्तान। England did manage to win today, which is a good thing for them because Champions Trophy का जो qualification की अगर आप बात करें, 2025 Champions Trophy is on the line. England now have, I think, 4 points and they have to have another victory. They need to win the next match in order to qualify for the क्या बोलते हैं, Champions Trophy 2025. And yeah, Gambhir predicted him to be the highest run getter, but कुछ भी नहीं, गंभीर भाई की नजर लग गई। गंभीर भाई got this one wrong particularly, but again, I mean, no one saw England perform so bad. इतना बुरा इंग्लैंड परफॉर्म करने वाली किसी को कानो कान, और खबर को छोड़ो, no one expected in the farthest dream because जिस तरीके से टेस्ट क्रिकेट खेल रही थी इंग्लैंड, जिस तरीके से ODI में बांग्लादेश के अगेंस्ट they did struggle, but again against South Africa they were decent. So you didn't see this coming. Again, it's all about the changes that they made in their 11 or the 15-man squad, bringing in Ben Stokes. Was that the right move? Could you have gone with someone else instead of a Ben Stokes or someone like that? Because Ben Stokes again ना आपको बॉल से प्रोवाइड कर पा रहा था, फील्ड में थोड़ा बहुत स्लो हो गया था। Was he actually a problematic thing? Yes, clutch mentality है, आज उन्हें ही जिताया मैच आप बोल सकते, but over the course of thing, but जॉनी बेयरस्टो को लाना आफ्टर 1 year गैप, आप जॉनी बेयरस्टो को लेके आए, फिल सॉल्ट था आपके पास, आई थिंक, और दूसरे प्लेयर्स थे अवेलेबल। सो मे बी इंग्लैंड की जो 15 या वट एवर अमाउंट ऑफ स्क्वाड, 18 या 15 मेंबर स्क्वाड थी, वाज दैट इनकरेक्ट गोइंग इनटू दिस वर्ल्ड फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग? आई मीन, आप सोच सकते हो, और दूसरे प्लेयर जो थे इनके 11 में गोइंग थ्रू आउट द वर्ल्ड कप, दे आल्सो डिडंट गेट to make it to that. So I think that bowling थोड़ी बहुत was a little bit loose. Mark Wood was getting belted. Chris Wokes decent डाले, but again they had their share of injuries. So I think England के हिसाब से this is definitely going to be कि भाई ये वर्ल्ड कप जितनी जल्दी हो सके मैं भूल जाना चाह रहा हूँ from that aspect. But again अभी भी चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी का दरवाजा खुला हुआ है एंड पाकिस्तान के अगेंस्ट खेलना है। अब डू और डाई सिचुएशन में ये समय मालूम ट्रेडिशनली पाकिस्तान ठीक ठाक कर लेती, लेकिन कल अगर बारिश होती and Pakistan have an opportunity to qualify for the semis, and that makes that match much more interesting because यहाँ से England भी ऐसी, और England though getting wiped out by the floor by most of their oppositions, they have all the capability and firepower to beat a Pakistani team, right? तो मेरे हिसाब से I think अगर आप ये देख रहे हैं कि भाई इंग्लैंड हल्के में नहीं ले सकते आप इंग्लैंड को, बिकॉज इफ दे स्टार्ट अनफॉर्चुनेट, पाकिस्तान की किस्मत को अगर इंग्लैंड मारना शुरू कर दिए on that day on Saturday, then Pakistan has nothing else but to just say sorry, and it'll be their fault at the end of the day. They need to get their lens right. मार्जिन ऑफ एरर जो हर कॉन्वर्सेशन में बाबर आजम ये बोलते रहते कि मार्जिन ऑफ एरर कम है, मार्जिन ऑफ एरर कम है। सो आई थिंक वो हिसाब से दे नीड टू गेट देयर लेंस राइट, दे नीड टू गेट देयर 11 राइट। द बैटर्स हैव टू शो, बाबर हैज टू परफॉर्म, एवरीथिंग हैज टू गो राइट। अभी तक जो भी उन लोगों के एक्सपेक्टेशंस थे फ्रॉम द रिजल्ट और व्हाटएवर रिक्वायरमेंट्स थे वो हो चुके। ऑस्ट्रेलिया जीत गया, अफगानिस्तान नॉकआउट हो गई, बारिश हो रही है, अभी तक बारिश हो रही है बैंगलोर में, ये भी खबर है कि बैंगलोर में भी बारिश हो रही है। तो a lot of things, अगर आउटफील्ड ज़्यादा वेट रहा, that could also be a boost for Pakistan. तो everything will go right, but पाकिस्तान ऐसा है कि सब कुछ सही जा सकती, but पाकिस्तान still on that day they need to win, जो बहुत मुश्किल तो नहीं बोल सकते, नामुमकिन भी नहीं बोल सकते, but again knowing Pakistan they can lose these things. वालेकुम सलाम आजम भाई, खैरियत से? तो they can ऐसे मैचों में ही या तो उन लोग मार देते या तो उन लोग इतना बुरा हार सकते। तो अभी भी अनप्रेडिक्टेबल है फॉर पाकिस्तान कि भाई वो लोग सेमीफाइनल्स रीच करेंगे या नहीं। इंडिया स्टिल वेटिंग। इंडिया बैंगलोर पहुंच चुकी है, 1 हफ्ते रहेंगी वहाँ बैंगलोर में। ऑलरेडी प्रैक्टिस सेशन हुआ था आज, जो वहाँ पे आई थिंक बैट्समैन, आई थिंक शुभमन गिल बैटिंग कर रहे थे, थोड़ा बहुत श्रेयस अय्यर स्मैश कर रहे थे, पूरे फास्ट बॉलर्स को ही फेस करे। आई थिंक जसप्रीत बुमराह डाले नेट्स में, काफी कर्नाटका स्टेट के जो बच्चे, क्रिकेट एसोसिएशन के बच्चे, उन लोगों में ने भी डाला। तो प्रैक्टिस की थोड़ी बहुत इमेजेस जो निकल के सामने आई है, सही यही है कि भाई दे स्लोली स्लोली प्रोग्रेसिंग टू दैट नेदरलैंड्स गेम। आराम से प्रैक्टिस करे थे, टेकिंग द स्वीट टाइम। 1 हफ्ता पहले कैंप सेट कर दिए इंडिया। तो कर्नाटका क्रिकेट एसोसिएशन के बच्चे, जसप्रीत बुमराह, शुभमन गिल, श्रेयस अय्यर, आई थिंक अपार्ट फ्रॉम रोहित शर्मा पिच देखते हुए आए थे आज पूरा। ही वाज लुकिंग एट द पिच एज वेल. So there was practice, but not the full team again. Some of them were missing from the Indian team. Not everybody got to practice. So I think right now, yes, and Gill right now, punter rightfully pointing it out. Gill is the #1 batsman in ODIs, and Siraj is the #1 bowler in ODIs.
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How's everybody? I hope everyone is doing well and having a good morning today. And yeah, man, Ben Stokes, best player in the world, scoring a century today. Incredible innings. What a man, what a player. And but this was a dead rubber game. It's all about tomorrow. It's all about the weather conditions. It's all about the rain. तो देखना पड़ेगा क्या होने वाला है भाई। बैंगलोर में अभी 50% दिखा रहा है, शायद पूरा हफ्ता बारिश हो रही थी, कल भी दिखा रहा है।
हैदराबाद में तो पूरा दिन अभर था, कल भी पूरा दिन अभर था। तो अभर ओवर का नहीं, साउथ में है ना भाई। आप अगर मैप देखें तो साउथ में नहीं, बट वही हिसाब से साइक्लोन
ये आप पढ़ सकते हैं। ये प्रेडिक्शन ये है लाइक this is during the game time.
So 60% 7 o'clock, 50% rain expectation at 6 p.m. tomorrow, 4 p.m. 70%, 3 p.m. 80%, and 60% 2 p.m. जब मैच शुरू होगा. So that doesn't look like a good sign for New Zealand in particular. But again वही पर बारिश हुई भी, 1 point मिल गया। पाकिस्तान को जीतना है, and that is what's the more important. And also mind you, Afghanistan is also in this race. Afghanistan beat South Africa. Their net run rate gets a little bit better. Maybe like I think कौन की अभी explain करे थे the way they'll get in.
Basically कल आपको tomorrow is the most important day because they have to take it step by step. They need New Zealand to drop points. फिर उसके बाद उन लोग then it's in their hands. Then they have to win, of course. मगर कल because अगर New Zealand जीती तो वो net run rate का बहुत मुश्किल रहेगा. I don't know if you know the calculations, but I think if New Zealand win by 1 run or something, Pakistan need to win by 130
runs. And then जितना margin रहेगा उतना 10-20 run बढ़ते जाएंगे. तो Lanka beats New Zealand, England beats Pakistan, and Afghanistan beats Africa. So then, Afghanistan beats Africa, then Afghanistan qualifies. So yeah, I mean Afghanistan still in contention for that spot because they'll be 10 points, and then.
But their net rate is very bad.
But they'll be on 10 points, and New Zealand will be 8 points. Pakistan will be 8 points.
So Pakistan have to lose, and
Pakistan have to lose, and they. So even if it rains, it's good for Afghanistan and Pakistan. और जैसा पंटर बोले rightfully, Afghanistan they can beat, man, like they can beat. I think पुणे में ही है वो मैच. I don't know where the match is, South Africa का, but yeah, unfortunate था जो जिस तरीके से Glenn Maxwell मारा है. No one in Afghanistan must have thought, but yeah, I think अभी all the 3 teams are still in contention. मजा आ रहा है जैसे जैसे World Cup, and tomorrow is going to be the most important. I'm pretty sure हर पाकिस्तान फैन जितने भी उनके इंडियन दोस्त या कोई भी मैसेज करेंगे, भाई बारिश हो रही क्या, भाई बारिश हो रही क्या, भाई बारिश। सुबह से ये बात चालू होने वाले और 2-2 मिनट को लोग वेदर रिपोर्ट देखने वाले। एंड जब तक 2 नहीं बजेगा, 2 o'clock 60% बता रहा रेन एक्सपेक्टेशन. That's a lot, man, actually.
Yeah, and my family over there, the cousins sent me videos. वहाँ पे like I know the ground is different, लेकिन road पे तो पूरा भरा हुआ है पानी. It's like it's like a swimming pool kind of situation because 4-5 दिन से लगातार बारिश पड़ी. कल भी forecast है. The only positive thing is that the क्या है वो drainage system in Chinnaswamy is probably the best in India. That's what I've heard and that's what I've read.
We saw that in the IPL also, yeah.
Yeah, so like in that sense, then there is chance. लेकिन अभी जो forecast भी दिखा रहा है showing during the game only.
Yeah, and also during the day, just sabore from 2 o'clock to 10 o'clock, it's like average is like 60%.
Yeah, मोहम्मद आज़म भाई बोल रहे क्या, मुस्तफा भाई कैसे हैं? मैं अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह ठीक हूँ, आप कैसे हैं? कैसी है तबीयत आपकी? Gill is also #1 batsman right now.
Yeah, now he's #1 batsman. He passed, I think, Babar Azam.
I don't really take ICC rankings.
No one does. I think now everybody's
you
taking
think,
it. Back in the day, I used to take it seriously.
You don't take it seriously.
But now
Who's
I don't.
your first then #1 batsman?
Batsman, if I'm looking at it in today's time, #1 batsman. Again, I have to think a lot about it. If you have anyone right now in the top of your head,
I mean,
ODI wise,
I mean, Quentin de Kock is right up there. I'm saying
you're
right
looking
now
at World
this
Cup
World Cup.
specific.
Yeah, like
World
I
Cup
mean,
specific?
right now the best batsman.
Yeah,
in the
World
world.
Cup specific actually Virat Kohli right now. The clutch.
या विराट
situations,
कोहली
yeah.
रोहित शर्मा ओह मैन रोहित शर्मा का मैं एक आर्टिकल है क्रिकेट इन्फो पे मैं अभी पढ़ रहा था वो you guys can read that it's a really good article on how Rohit Sharma is taking gambles he's trying to hit 30% of the deliveries in the power play for boundary and he has I think after Travis had the most aggressive approach in terms of shots and everything and I think that has really helped Virat Kohli they said these guys middle overs में थोड़ा सा देख के खेल सकते हैं you saw in the Bombay game what's the Bombay sorry Calcutta against Maharaj they could take their time on a very tough wicket because of Rohit Sharma's success so he's been a top player as well
Yeah.
Kudrat ka Nizam Maxwell yeah man Glenn Maxwell bro this is the best innings I've seen in I think one day cricket ever मेरे हिसाब से I know recency bias है उसमें because we've seen some great one day innings I've seen some great one day innings मगर ये जो भाई वर्ल्ड कप में ऐसा 90/7 जो करा उन्हें एक पैर में चल रहा
वही रिसेंसी बायस के अलावा भी यार उसका हेल्थ चले गया और हैमस्ट्रिंग भी उसका थोड़ा बहुत क्रैम्प हो गया उसके बाद उन्हें सीधा लेट गया उन्हें वही इंटरव्यू में बोला कि भाई आई थॉट आई वाज डन आई थिंक आई वाज गोना गो बट आई डोंट नो कहां से कि मेरे को स्पिरिट आई and I just decided to get up and finish off the game.
Yeah, no, the reason I say that is because if you look in the last 20 years, we are watching cricket 25 years, there's still great one day innings as well. Right?
Like again, why in a qualification at stake, health issue with Pat Cummins, potentially probably a tailender you could call him, one man show, one leg, like whatever you want to say. I mean, all the odds are leading to Glenn Maxwell, but yeah, I think if you look back, you'll find good innings. Martin Guptill hai, Gambhir की innings है, धोनी की innings है. I don't know. कपिल देव की तो हम देखे नहीं, कोई भी नहीं देखे वो.
भाई एक वो भी था विराट कोहली का ऑस्ट्रेलिया में.
yes.
जो था under 40 overs, I think 38 में, and he chased 300. I think that was like almost impossible.
Against Sri Lanka, you're saying?
Yeah, against Sri Lanka. वो भी like that was a great innings. He's 183. Ganguly is 183.
Dhoni is 183.
Dhoni is 183. There is.
But again, I think I'm just looking at situations and the conditions and like everything. The odds against Maxwell were like more, and then Ben Stokes की भी innings है आप बोल सकते हैं innings आपके it depends on how you look at cricket and probably उस हिसाब से सही है but who is India going to face बड़ा सवाल है will it be Pakistan will it be New Zealand I mean it's still a lot of confusion and वो सब hopefully कल भी in a way clear नहीं हो सकती to be frank अगर बारिश हो गई या अगर लंका जीत गई तो फिर अफगानिस्तान पाकिस्तान के भी बीच में रहता है अफगानिस्तान बीट साउथ अफ्रीका एंड पाकिस्तान lose then Afghanistan going to the semi-final.
Yeah, I'll be very honest with you. I want India Pakistan final.
Everyone probably at this
I
stage.
don't want India New Zealand. मैं बोर हो चुका हूँ ये semi-final से. Last time भी यही था हर जगह New Zealand मिलती and it's actually if you're looking from an Indian perspective also if you're an Indian fan you probably will be a bit more afraid against New Zealand. मगर of course that Pakistan game it's not you're not going to take it lightly. That is going to be like टक्कर का मुकाबला but there's no doubt without a shadow of a doubt I want India Pakistan semi-final. I don't think
I think it's just the situation the ground Eden Gardens you can't get more classical than that.
Iconic semi-final भाई उससे ज़्यादा क्या
For me the best innings is Malinga versus Aussies in Australia 133 for 8 and Malinga makes them chase 220 230. Oh I think I vaguely remember that innings.
भाई ये कौन सा मैच था मेरे को याद ही नहीं है.
एंड में आके मारता उन्हें खेलता आई थिंक हेलमेट ये वो फेंकता उन्हें ये कुछ ऐसे ही कुछ होता उन्हें आई थिंक ही बहुत वेगली याद आ रहा है. I remember Malinga doing some miracle. I don't know if it was that much 133 say but I'll have to
I mean that's crazy if that was it. Yeah that's what I'm saying there's a lot.
I mean there's also Malinga spell in IPL जो उन्हें जीता था 5 wickets in an over 3 wickets in an over like काफी bowling wise अगर आप देखो यार there have been some incredible bowling finishes as well.
He got mongoose bat.
Mongoose.
I don't remember exactly ये match. I don't know why मेरे ध्यान से नहीं है but yeah there's been some crazy but yeah I think अगर semi-final के उसमें देखे तो फिर कल like अगर पाकिस्तान न्यूजीलैंड अगर जीती then Pakistan is a very tough ask for them and for Afghanistan they'll be also knocked out I think if New Zealand win but if New Zealand lose or they drop points कल बारिश अगर हो गई then it's all to play for them.
The most funniest thing because
and that's what you want if you're a Pakistan fan or Pakistan team you want New Zealand to drop points so that it's straightforward for you then it's yours to blame अगर आप हार गए इंग्लैंड से which is very possible it's a 50-50 call but at least everything went in your favor and you still have a shot on the last day because अगर आप ये पिछला हफ्ता आप 10 दिन पहले rewind कर लो there was no chance for Pakistan to qualify for the semi-final. Now we're sitting here and we're saying it might be either Pakistan or New Zealand and a slim chance for Afghanistan. This was not the conversation we were having last week. Yeah,
Afghanistan might be I mean, I won't say they'll be happy with New Zealand, but I think they'll just be a little bit more satisfied that they. Well, if you lose to Australia, Musti, and then New Zealand se barish ho gayi, then your chances would be much, much, much better. Like if you won this match, right? Like so, कहीं ना कहीं if New Zealand win, they would be like, हाँ भाई, hindsight में हार गए, फिर भी फर्क नहीं पड़ा क्योंकि New Zealand कैसे भी qualify आती थी. But I think वो हिसाब से like they should have won that game, and I think Afghanistan still must be kicking themselves. मुजीब कैसा सोया होगा रात में, I don't know. वो कैच छोड़े बाद मुजीबुर रहमान अगर मैं रहता तो I would have just been thinking about it the whole day.
Yeah, I mean, I would be very. I don't want to be in that position. I think I feel really bad for him. Again, it's a sport and everything. But if you look at it from a cricketing perspective, then he should have taken that catch.
जिम्मेदारी and all of that stuff.
Yeah, but like you know, I think they have to just like support him and everything because उसमें depression में चला सकते हैं. Like, and it's just a sport. And at the end of the day, I think they have to, because you have to look at the positive. At least Afghanistan were put in that position. I know that's not how you're going to think at that time. You're like, भाई हम लोग जीतना था. लेकिन the fact, the way they've improved the cricket, the way they've been playing the cricket, they beat Pakistan for the first time ever. I think that's a massive achievement. The way they beat England as well, massive achievement. So they have to look at the positives because if you just keep thinking about that catch for them, it's going to be very difficult.
Now, like I think as a job also, if you're looking at it, it's like you just had one job, take the catch, whatever, potentially won the match. I mean, again. And it was just a bulk of runs. And again, I would, even if you take out Mujib's thing from context, I think every Afghanistan player will take responsibility because they didn't bowl the greatest. Yes, Maxwell was spectacular, but आप now with में डाले ना आप पैट कमिंस को दिमाग खराब करे ना उसको आप बातें करना शुरू करे, कुछ तो आप अलग कर सकते थे. इज व्हाट आई फील. अगेन हाइंडसाइड में आप हजार चीज बोल सकते हैं, बट आई जस्ट थिंक मे बी इफ यू टारगेटेड पैट कमिंस अ बिट मोर, probably put a closer field when Maxwell was batting or something, just to kind of create an atmosphere of pressure. But again, like it was probably
also what happens in cricket, because वो जब वो हुआ था, right, 3 chances हुए वो ओवर में या like 10 बॉल में. एक LBW था which was reversed, it was given out and reverse हुआ. एक राशिद और उसके बीच में बॉल गिरा और फिर मुजीब ड्रॉप करा. It was in the space of like 10-12 balls. Correct. When that happens, the opposition just sniffs blood and goes for it. That's also like, that's where you have to give credit to Maxwell. He didn't give a chance after that. ठीक है, like he didn't allow them to bowl as well. If you see, Pat Cummins was dead ending. Like it wasn't like they were bowling bad that even Pat Cummins was hitting them. He couldn't hit them for boundaries. हम लोग बोल रहे भी थे, you were saying why isn't he hitting? He couldn't. They were actually bowling decent, but that's where you have to give credit to the opposition. After they made a mistake, the opposition like sniffed blood and just put the pedal to the metal and said, we're not letting you back in this game. And that's where Maxwell beast mentality. I think this is like a proper match-winning innings. We talk about Ben Stokes. I think Maxwell is in the same category now, like in terms of match-winning ability, single-handedly to do that. I say single-handedly, but I think Pat Cummins also has a big hand in that. Like, it could be the way he played. Like, if you give chances like that, it becomes very difficult as well.
So any of these teams that qualify, they go directly to the 4th spot. Now, there's no chance that they come 3rd and Australia plays India, right?
No, it's South Africa versus Australia semi-final. 100%.
Australia would be a very tough opposition to face, like in the semis for India. Like that's why I'm just asking. I mean, even if we're coming into the final, yes, we'll face them. But like in a semi-final, Australia, Glenn Maxwell is I would not want to face them right now.
I think for South Africa, they just need to get Lance Klusener into the dressing room and like
have got Hendrik Klaasen, another orange head.
Yes, they do it for me, man. Like just like did it for me. 99 ka abhi bhi. हाँ? क्लूजनर जिंदा है? Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
ढूंढो उसको जाके पूरे क्लूजनर को ढूंढो. और मेरे हिसाब से I think Australia right now become more scary, right, as an opposition after this innings in particular. They look much more like they're already a very good side, but they've not had the best World Cup. But when you have something like that, when you pull out like it's not even a rabbit, like a hippopotamus out of a hat. They become you build it more in your head.
जब आप ऐसा inconsistent खेलते हैं, like you come out of a situation where you're losing, you become more dangerous. 100%. Yeah, like, मेरे को वही. And but I'll tell you something. If you not flip it, but if you go in the same route, Pakistan, like if they come, there's going to be the same thing because they will be dangerous because they were down and out. There was no chance for them. अगर हम लोग semi-final में आ गए, I would be a bit.
Mike, bro, hi. Your man's here.
Hi.
A pitch report poll.
We know Butler is a great player. How does he make a comeback from this?
Butler has to take it like अब क्या कर सकते हैं, अब हो गए सो चीज़ों पे आप अगर focus करेंगे तो then there's a lot of things that you look at it. I think they just need to reassess. अब जो next game है पाकिस्तान का, try to do something in that for the country just before you leave the World Cup. You can't really go back in the past. You can take out the mistakes. हाँ ये गलतियाँ करा मैं, ये problem थे, यहाँ footwork नहीं था, ये वो नहीं था. But I think अब as you get the next match, fresh day जो हमारे रोहित शर्मा का मंत्रा है, fresh day, you can't go back in the past, you have to be in the present, jot down your mistakes and just take it as take each game as it comes and focus.
मेरा नाम माइक ब्रो, आपका नाम वॉच भाई है.
Watch भाई.
बट आई थिंक पंटर का जो जवाब मैं देना चाह रहा हूँ, आई थिंक इट्स वेरी सिंपल. एवरी प्लेयर गोस थ्रू इट. विराट कोहली वेंट थ्रू इट, रोहित शर्मा वेंट थ्रू इट, सचिन वेंट थ्रू इट, नाउ बटलर इज गोइंग थ्रू इट. आई डोंट थिंक इट्स दैट बिग ऑफ अ डील. इट्स अबाउट गोइंग बैक टू द ड्राइंग बोर्ड. आई थिंक हैविंग अ ब्रेक from the game for a bit and then getting back to your basics, why you love the game, what your strengths were, and everyone is allowed a dip, and I'm not allowed.
But
everyone
funny
goes
thing
through
about
it.
England was I learned this Josh Butler, and again, if I correct me if I'm wrong, it's mostly everybody. Joe Root had nutmeg, bro. He got nutmeg when bowled.
Yeah.
So it's everybody in England. It's just probably the atmosphere in the dressing room.
I think the reason why he's pointing out Butler is because Butler, we rank him. Me and Punter rank him like on the top, like as a cricketer, like one of the best batters in the world.
You saw his face today after he got it. He was upset himself.
Yeah.
He was not in the happiest of mood. But this same Butler in 2019, he had a crucial partnership with Ben Stokes right in the final.
AB de Villiers or Glenn Maxwell for you?
Oh, that's a very hard one. Glenn Maxwell, was he Glenn Maxwell in 2015, right?
मैं कोई याद नहीं होगा, आप बता सकते हैं comments में.
I don't know, man. That's a very hard comparison.
Tomorrow match, New Zealand team news. Team news है कि maybe Ferguson, Jameson both come in.
Back, yeah.
There's a chance that they both come in and they both play. Or one of them play. Matt Henry is not available. Trent Bolt is there. I don't think Ishodi is available as well. Williamson is available. So this is the team news that I have so far. लेकिन कल हम लोग फिर से बात करेंगे. We'll have better news.
And बारिश के भी आसार के बारे में बात करे थे हम लोग. There is 60% chance of rain at 2 o'clock. 3 p.m. is when it gets tricky because it's 80% at that time. तो वहाँ पे आप expect कर सकते हैं कि maybe 10-15 ओवर के बाद फिर बारिश शुरू हो जाए. And then again, Chinnaswamy छोटा ground है, maybe ज़्यादा जल्दी पानी वो हो जाता है.
I think New Zealand too don't want rain. They want a game. They want to play there and think. And there's one more person who wants more than them for a game to happen. That's Angelo Matthews. उन्हें पूरा गुस्सा निकालने वाला है.
कल तो helmet सीमेंट का helmet डाल के आएगा उन्हें कल.
Yeah, मतलब पूरा strap pack. मतलब he's going to put a helmet in his butt as well and bring it with him. One in his guard.
Tomorrow you'll see antics. Yeah, tomorrow you'll see antics from Matthews.
Yeah. So he's also down to play tomorrow. So that's why even if there's a game, I think Sri Lanka has a chance because
he'll probably even injure his index finger like Shakib kal.
भाई उसका भाई क्या बोला मालूम? I think Trevor Matthews. Is it
Trevor?
his name?
Wow,
No,
Trevor.
I think he said कि भाई if this guy comes कंकना मारेंगे उसको Shakib को like if he comes to Sri Lanka they're very I think
Shakib done. I think Shakib का career खत्म पे ही now. I think he knows that. I feel like maybe he might just retire now.
उन्हें खुद खत्म कर दे रहा है.
Yeah, like he just knows it. Like now I think he just want to play BPL, IPL, PSL, these kind of things and just call it a day. A lot of controversy that came out, like even in the press conference, they were going at him regarding Tamim Iqbal. They asked him a question, so he said, I don't want to answer it. This is nothing regarding Tamim Iqbal or something, so I'm not going to answer that question. No comments. बोल के बढ़ा दिया. So there are a lot of क्या बोलते हैं अभी अनामुल हक आ गया उसके जगह पे and they're going to play Australia in the last match. But yeah, I mean Bangladesh have their share of problems right now in the dressing room.
Punter ABT बोल रहे, सुदीदा भी ABT बोल रहे, मगर I'll flip the question a bit. I'll change it a bit and say, was better ABT in 2015 World Cup versus West Indies when he hit
162 of 66 balls?
Yeah, was it 162 of 66? It's fresh in your memory.
Because of my work.
And then, or this one. For me, it's this one.
Martin Guptill 237 against
West Indies. Any day. Because of the situation, circumstances.
Yeah. One leg, man. One leg Paro, bro. Yeah, like, he was on one leg. I don't think... ABD had... How many chances did ABD have in World Cup? He was there in 2007, he was there in 2011, he was there in 2015.
Yeah.
Maxwell, I don't know. I think he was in 2015. Maxwell was in 2015.
Lekin, I think ABD is.
But I don't know what his.
ABD is a more consistent, better batter. But I'm just saying match winning wise.
All formats.
Maxwell, who ABD?
Yeah. All formats.
Yeah. I mean, he can play Test cricket too. We've seen him hit like
10 he plays rugby, swimming, tennis, क्या खेलता उन्हें तो, and he was there for Virat's innings against South Africa as well. Was good to see him there as well.
He was in the comment box, right?
Pitch, red soil, yes.
कल रेड सॉइल?
Yes.
बैंगलोर में
बोल देना आप सुदीप दादा पूछ रहे तो बोल देना कुछ.
मेरे को नहीं
अभी नहीं मालूम मेरे को भी नहीं अभी नहीं मालूम है. We'll probably find out tomorrow. But रोहित शर्मा देख रहे थे पिच को. मेरे को तो थोड़ा रेड सॉइल दिखा. मेरे को तो रेड सॉइल दिखा.
पहले इंडिया कर रहे प्रैक्टिस.
या इंडिया तो एक हफ्ते से है ब्रो यहाँ पे. इंडिया तो एक हफ्ते से है. एंड या करी आज प्रैक्टिस करी. शुभमन गिल बैटिंग करा, बुमराह बॉलिंग करा. श्रेयस अय्यर was going at the youngsters and from the Karnataka Cricket Association. फोड़ दे रहा भाई. उन्हें तो अलग कोई दवाइयां खा के जिम जाके उन्हें ताकत बढ़ा लिया भाई. उन्हें कितने बड़े बड़े छिक्के मार रहा है उन्हें. आई थिंक Shreyas Iyer is, trying to cement his pitch back into position back into the team, and मजा तो आने वाला है. उसको देखने में मजा भी आ रहा है. He's playing a good role. Aggressor भी बन रहा मुस्तफा ने, balancer भी बन रहा. अच्छा दिख रहा श्रेयस अय्यर का.
Yeah, I mean, he has the biggest six in the tournament so far.
106 meters.
He's been incredible. Man of the match, कौन बोल?
Maxwell.
नहीं,
आज
कल का मैच.
कल का मैच का कल तो होना ना मैच संदीप भाई. कल तो अभी बारिश के ऊपर है मसला. अगर बारिश नहीं हुई, आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग फाइनली आउट ऑफ द क्लोजेट डेविन कॉनवे टू कम थ्रू फॉर हिज टीम. Out of the closet in terms of the, like, out of nowhere.
Angelo Matthews, man of the match मेरे हिसाब से कल.
Angelo Matthews. I mean, उसका गुस्सा बांग्लादेश से, so unless he's trying to visualize Bangladesh playing against him, I don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah, Angelo Matthews. But yeah, I think apart from that, it's a very still there's a lot to play for. These three teams are still involved. The Champions Trophy also to play for. तो आज आप देखिए England also finally got to win. It's been a very disastrous World Cup for them, very poor World Cup. लेकिन it's good to see one of the
After 1 month gap, Bangladesh को 1 महीने पहले हराया, अब 1 महीने.
1 month.
1 month के बाद.
Yeah, I mean it's been a poor time for them. I think we haven't really. That's one of the things of the World Cup which is sad because they're an entertaining team to watch, and we didn't see that entertainment this time around. We didn't see that talent on display. But Trent, what is the possibility of rain tomorrow match?
2 p.m. 60%, 3 p.m. 80%, all the way till 7 p.m. It's like averaging around 50 and 60. So I mean, right now, I'm drenched in rain, but I'm in Hyderabad south side. So there is a recurring monsoon that happens every time around this period of the year, and आप वही expect कर सकते कि I feel probably मेरे को लग रहा कल बारिश होने वाली है. I feel it like.
बारिश ऐसा दिख रहा है कि मैच के टाइम पे
because overcast ही रह रहा है usually around these areas in the south, and you can see cloud coverage है काफी. and अगर आप Google पे जाके देख सकते हैं the weather possibility of rain, will say the same thing.
Pitch का भी interesting रहेगा because we saw the Pakistan Australia and Pakistan New Zealand, that was मतलब high scoring, 400 was also chaseable. लेकिन जो श्रीलंका इंग्लैंड का मैच था वो अलग ही पिच था थोड़ा बहुत, where England got all of 450. I mean it has to contribute to England's scrap batting also. लेकिन there was pitches with the bowlers, it was a bit slow. And Chinnaswamy is that if it's a slower pitch, even with despite the small boundaries, it becomes a bit tough to score on because of the pitch. So that's one thing I think where Sudeep Dada will also be intrigued कौन सा pitch रहेगा. 400 वाला है तो then again it brings both teams into it. So you wouldn't want to count out Sri Lanka too, because they too have batters like Samra Vikrama, Kusal Mendes, अभी तो Matthews भी गुस्से में है. Nisanka. This guy Sri Lanka, man, I've been telling you about him for a long time. He's a great batter, man. बहुत जबरदस्त batter.
Even in the Asia Cup, he hit 100 under challenging conditions.
And he पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ नहीं मारा था.
Against Pakistan challenging times थे, and उसका अच्छा क्या है, the way he goes about his innings, he sets like a rhythm. उन्हें शुरू में बहुत स्लो करता है, but then when he understands कि हाँ भाई इधर से लूसनर से इधर हुआ है, and then उन्हें एक्सेलरेट करना शुरू करता. he knows how to find the gaps. अच्छी टाइमिंग भी है उसके शॉट्स की. तो श्रीलंका is very good. Kusal Mendes, the captain, has to step up a bit. I think last 2 games उतना नहीं, but Samara Vikrama again अच्छा है, उन्हें भी रुक के खेलता. Patam Nisanka on the top is giving a good start. Yeah, Sri Lanka is obviously also, Sri Lanka will want, this is also forgetful World Cup for them. पूरी उन लोगों की जो क्रिकेट बोर्ड है मुस्तफा फायर हो गई पूरी. अर्जुना रानातुंगा has been hired to clean up the Sri Lankan cricket board, and उन्हें बोला right पूरे चलो नड़ू पूरे निकलो घर को.
I think it's in a state of turmoil. Even the country there's political issues. They're not like economically stable. That is of course going to affect the cricket team. Talent both है, so it's sad to see them like this for such a long period. And I think what Sri Lanka were in the 90s, now Afghanistan is becoming like that slowly. But for Sri Lankan cricket, because I went there and I saw the passion, bro, they love their cricket. That's like
they're all Hasmukh fun-loving people, right?
Yeah, very chilled, relaxed, of course. And they love the cricket. They, very passionate about it. So for a country like that to be in this situation is a bit upsetting. Even West Indies, they love the cricket. And like in Canada, even Punter, even me, we've interacted with a lot of people from the Caribbean. They can play cricket morning to night. They just love, and they can talk about cricket all day. So like these kind of countries which we've seen in the past do well, not doing well it is sad, and hopefully they do get better. Ab Champions Trophy mein potentially we might not even have England, we might not have West Indies, we might not have big teams. So I don't know kya hone wala hai.
Yeah, 100%. And अभी वही देखने का है कि भाई इंग्लैंड would finish on a high. Of course, Pakistan will look at it. And why I'm more scared for Pakistan despite the rain is because Pakistan has the tendency कि भाई इतना सब प्रेशर में जीत सकते हैं don't doubt, but हार भी सकते हैं. जहाँ पूरी टीम इंग्लैंड से जीत रही, जैसा आप देख लो अफगानिस्तान जीती है, पाकिस्तान वही टीम से जाके हार सकती है.
मगर तब आप जब सोचे जब हार गई, because if you go with that mentality आप हार ही जाएंगे, because you have to actually look, bhai, we got the chance. You have to be pumped up for this game. Ki, bhai, we have the chance to qualify when everybody counted us out. Our own people told us to screw off, and you know, Babar. Imagine if Babar Azam right now, if tomorrow New Zealand drop points, this is probably the best situation for you, right? You will be pumped up. By हारे बाद फिर आप ये सब सोच सकते कि like you know हम लोग ऐसा खेले, इंग्लैंड से हार गए, ये हार गए, वो हार गए, but if they have a situation where it's a do or die, this is exactly what you want. If you're the captain of Pakistan, bhai hamare ko yahi situation hona ki we beat England, we go through. Whether they, look, it's cricket, it's sport, there's a big chance that they lose to England. I'm not saying that they'll win, but imagine everything that's gone on in the last 1 month. Agar aapko chance mila ki bhai aap last match aapko khali जीतम semi-final जाएंगे, you will take it with both hands.
100%. right? वो प्रोटीन और you know कबाब, बिरयानी,
क्या बातें हो रही थी, क्या चीजें हो रही थी,
उठा रहे, ये नहीं करे, वो नहीं करे. अगर ये लोग
सब्यसाची भी बीच में घुस गया.
सब्यसाची 7 लाख रुपए,
7 लाख रुपए
शेरवानी, अगर
7 lakhs.
Yeah, that's just the starting. So I mean that is what it is. I mean
that's like 700,000 rupees.
That is 700,000 rupees.
Oh crap.
7 lakh.
Which is like oh damn, yeah.
वो अब बाद में करेंगे वो बात. तो मुस्तफा भाई भी अपनी शादी.
But that's what I'm saying. ये सब बातें हो रही हैं, and this cricket पे कुछ ध्यान नहीं दे रहा, कोई वो focus नहीं कर रहे. You've been criticized like for your team selection. You've been criticized for your bowlers, your batting, everything. Now if you get the opportunity by one game and you're into the semis, you will take that as motivation.
Also everything taken into that's in India, right? So as a visiting country for Pakistan, it's much more special. When you come to India, so it adds more to that pressure. And उधर आपकी बोर्ड रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं कर रही, आपको प्रोटीन खाने पे बोल रहे, आपको कमरों में से बाहर नहीं निकलने दे रहे, ये नहीं करने दे रहे, वो नहीं. I mean yes, it's challenging, but like मुस्तफा said, अगर आपकी कुदरत का निज़ाम चल गया, कल बारिश हो गई, then आप 6 हाथों से आप निकालें. एंड बाबर अगर वो मैच में मार गया ना, ही उसका तो पुतला बनाना पड़ेगा.
अगर आप मेरे को बोलेंगे भाई कि पाकिस्तान को 50-50
एंड एज अ व्यूअर सॉरी तो भाई हम लोग दोनों फिर ईडन गार्डन्स, हम लोग की भी दुआ खोल रहे हैं कि भाई ईडन गार्डन्स इंडिया पाकिस्तान सेमीफाइनल.
Even if I'm freaking in Atlanta or right now LA, it doesn't matter where I am, that's what I want. Semi-final आप कहीं भी रहो, like of course, like if you're fortunate to go to the city, then amazing. But if you can't go, whatever, this is what you want. It doesn't matter. Like the whole world will stop that time. Like especially if it's an India Pakistan
semi-final.
आप कहीं भी रहने दो, आप like you know punter will not sleep that night.
Punter will be on the stream with us.
People in Australia will be awake. Everybody will be watching.
We'll do a 24-hour live one day before the stream.
I'm gonna be.
Punter is gonna be with us on that stream. 24 hours until the match starts. 2 p.m. we close the stream.
Ibrahim Bhai said Sri Lanka fired the cricket board.
Yeah.
At the moment, Ajit Ranatanga is the interim chairman. This happened on Monday. Yes, this is what was first told us also. Every World Cup has heartbreaks, but no one can beat South Africa. The rain game and Klusener Donald run out. Yeah, the rain game was against, was it West Indies? No, there was also in 92 there was some rain issue, right, with South Africa. And then in 2003, I watched that game. Fez will never remember that game. I watched it in his house only, the West Indies, South Africa. He was like too busy studying for his exams. I was watching that game. And Brian Lara, I think batting kar raha tha, that was the game. South Africa, West Indies. Was it South Africa, West Indies? Or some, it was that World Cup though, I remember 2003 wala. In history of World Cup, India and Pakistan have never faced each other. Huh?
Yeah, I think I had exams then. Yeah.
In history of the World Cup, India and Pakistan have never faced each other twice in the same World Cup. Let's create history. That's what we want, man. We want a big game.
Bro, it'll be the most epic thing, like South Africa, Australia. That's one derby in its own, and then that's India, Pakistan. That's another.
From
derby.
a cricketing perspective, like from just purely
can't
cricket,
get anything better. Than
I'm actually looking forward to the South Africa, Australia, but because
bouncy wicket milna bas.
We are from the subcontinent. We're from.
जैसा यूं करेंगे पूरा दिन.
For India versus Pakistan, of course, we'll all be pumped. But South Africa, Australia.
But I feel bad for a friend of ours, Vinay. Like tomorrow, his team, they'll be probably traveling back to Sri Lanka. 2 minutes silence for them.
Pro Kabaddi, Bangalore. When start? I think
I've seen
मैं देखा है
ads
दिसंबर
आ रहे थे,
में
हाँ,
दिसंबर में मेरे को मालूम हो गया this is advantage of living in India, you know, random stuff bro.
पिच रिपोर्ट उधर नहीं रहेगा, रिंग रिपोर्ट रहेगा
I think
उधर.
दिसंबर में शुरू हुआ, हार्दिक पांड्या ऐड दे दिया उन्हें, मैं हार्दिक हूँ, मैं पांड्या
मैं
हूँ,
पांड्या हूँ,
अभी मैं
हाँ,
क्रिकेट पसंद,
करेक्ट,
मेरे को कबड्डी
कबड्डी
पसंद, आई
पसंद,
थिंक दिसंबर का है
करेक्ट,
वो,
यही ऐड है, यही ऐड है.
दिसंबर वाला है. दिस इज एडवांटेज ऑफ लिविंग
अभिषेक बच्चन भी आया था उस साल
अभी
में.
लाइक आधे घंटे में कॉफी विद करण, सारा अली खान, अनन्या पांडे का भी एपिसोड आ रहा है.
क्या बात है, आपका टेडी बेयर हो गया आपका?
हाँ,
टेडी बेयर ले लिया आप भी?
नहीं मैं नहीं देखा वो एपिसोड. आई थिंक skip the boycott that, like skip it because I कहा जाए ना, फिर टाइम ही नहीं मिल रहा, तो ये तो देखना पड़ेगा, टाइम निकालना पड़ेगा. It's been
या बट दिसंबर में शुरू होगा आपका प्रो कबड्डी लीग, सुदीप दादा, एंड वहां पे रिंग
there
रिपोर्ट.
is news that जो हैदराबाद में T20 होने वाला है इंडिया ऑस्ट्रेलिया, that might be shifted to Bangalore. Is that
अरे यार ये क्या है, कोई
Is
भी
it
मैच
true?
इधर, आई डोंट नो, अभी तो मेरे को कोई ऐसा खबर आई नहीं, बट इट्स
वो मुफद्दल को रहा डाला था ट्विटर में.
मुफद्दल क्या है कि देखना पड़ेगा वो, अगर वैसा हो रहा देन कोई मैच हैदराबाद में सस्टेन नहीं हो रही, दैट्स गोना बी सैड. बट ओवरऑल आई मीन कल शुरू होने में अभी है थोड़ा टाइम, अभी अनदर 35 minutes, but
the whole of Pakistan will be
it's
watching
going,
this. And this is where you know the broadcasting, everything, all the views will keep going up.
बारिशों के बारे में हम लोग बोलते रहेंगे. अगर हमें कुछ अपडेट में, हमारे दोस्त हैं बैंगलोर में, उनकी फैमिली है, मेरे थोड़े दोस्त हैं, whatever update we get we'll try posting it on our socials कि भाई बारिश की क्या है, because I know that feeling, anxiety कितनी होंगी. सोचो, put yourself as an Indian fan and potentially rain coverage if you're in Canada, you'll be like भाई बारिश का क्या सीन है, right? Like
Yeah, but I think Indian fans in general will still be, I mean, not as much as Pakistan, but they will be very interested because they also need to know who they're playing in the semi-finals.
yeah,
right?
I'm just saying, if you were in a situation like Pakistan right now, as an Indian fan, you'd also be like भाई बारिश हो रही नहीं हो रही, बारिश हो रही नहीं हो रही, बारिश नहीं हो रही, बारिश.
Yeah, I mean, even as a neutral, you want to know कि बारिश हो रही नहीं हो रही, because everything is at
Revolving
stake right
around
now.
it,
But
yeah.
अभी ये crunch time है. It's very sad that we only have like another few days of group stages and then just
Yeah,
3 games.
Sunday last match bro, like this Sunday is the last match, and
रोज क्रिकेट देख रहा हूँ मैं, मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा मैं क्या करूंगा. बीच में हम लोग बोल रहे थे अरे बस हो गया, बस नहीं हुआ.
और आज भी बेन स्टोक्स का जो 100th, I watched parts of it. It was a fantastic innings, man. That guy.
I watched all of it until he was on 80. I knocked out.
Yeah.
Like what's his name, Mike Tyson, and George Foreman, the grill.
The grill guy.
Like it was like I got knocked out. I missed the last 20 runs, man. I knocked out in front of the
So
TV.
I think it was a spectacular innings under pressure.
DLS method over ball
DRS.
method.
Duckworth Lewis method.
Ball.
क्या बोलूं? बोल दिया.
बोलो. इसके बारे में बोलो.
इसके पॉसिबिलिटी तो होंगे ना, कल बारिश जब प्ले में आएंगी.
तो मतलब आप
रन रेट एंड
टॉस जीते तो बॉलिंग करेंगे.
या आई थिंक अगर आप फिर भी अगर आप बॉलिंग करें, आई वुड न्यूजीलैंड के हिसाब से आई थिंक आई वुड बैट फर्स्ट. अगर मैं तगड़ा स्कोर मार चुका एंड देन यू नो रन रेट अच्छा हाई रखा,
क्या फर्क पड़ता है? You need to win the game. And Duckworth Lewis always helps the chasing side, no?
Yeah, it does. You're right, because उन्होंने अगर शुरू में पावर प्ले में
पाकिस्तान
खतरनाक
भी
मार दिया,
हुआ था.
बट उनके पास फखर था, वो अलग बात. फखर था उनके पास.
Yeah, but like 400 and for example the 200 for 125 overs, this big collapse also
Correct,
could
correct.
have happened.
So
right?
I think bowling wise it will be a bit better अगर आप start करें with bowling. बट अगेन सुबह उठ के मालूम होगा एग्जैक्टली क्या सिचुएशंस है. एंड पाकिस्तान के मैच में भी अगर आप देखो, इतना लेकर था बारिश होने वाली है, सडनली शुरू हुई बारिश. लाइक अपन देखते देखते कैमरा में छींटे दिख रहे हैं. No one was focusing on
there
the
was forecast मगर नहीं
no
हो
one
रही
was
थी
focusing that
बारिश.
much on the rain, and at 6 o'clock भाई के अंकल कॉल करके बोले कि मैं तो स्टेडियम से निकल गया, बारिश हो रही है.
और मैं बोला उनको नको
निकलो भाई, क्या कर रहे हो आप, वापस जाओ. नहीं मेरे को मालूम नहीं होती. फिर वापस आए, फिर मुसा वाला अरे नु छोड़ दिए बैगन, क्या फिर उनला चले गए वापस. तो
he did the right call. I think locals understand. मैं तो like then now I'm getting his information only now because he was like when you live in the city for so long आपको अंदाजा पड़ा था कि भाई like नहीं होगा मैच या होगा मैच. I think we'll give him a call tomorrow and see कि क्या situation है बारिश का. I don't know if he's gonna go to the game, but at least we'll know कि भाई what is the situation. And if I'm not mistaken, I've been to the ground like maybe 13 years ago. You went like a few weeks ago. It's in the middle of the city only, right? Like it's not like
कबन पार्क के बाजू है. The metro, if you're taking it, कबन पार्क मेट्रो रहेगा, and then उधर से 4 मिनट का वॉक या 5 मिनट का वॉक है. छोटा ग्राउंड है, not very big, बट जैसा बोले ड्रेनेज सिस्टम इज वेरी गुड ऑफ चिन्नस्वामी में. अभी भी नहीं बोल सकते, लेकिन बारिश कितनी होंगी उसके हिसाब से देखना पड़ेगा. एंड I mean, it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, IPL में still 20 over format है. They managed to get out a game in there, but again, it's going to be fun to see क्या होने वाला है. कल पाकिस्तान hanging by a thread, Afghanistan hanging by a thread, and that thread is New Zealand and Sri Lanka. And tomorrow, if it rains, it's just going to be another कुदरत का निज़ाम statement coming out from Sakhlain bhai.
It's insane. मतलब कैसा last year भी ऐसी हुआ.
You needed Australia to beat Afghanistan. That happened. You needed all the miracles, like 5 things you said, those happened, and now it's just 1 or 2 more away, and then it's in your hand. Then if you lose, then it's your problem.
Yeah, but you want to be in that position. Ki it's in your hands. I think as a team, right?
NJ or SA the biggest chokers? NZ, I would not say, because in 19 they were so unlucky with that 4 that went from Ben Stokes' bat.
Yeah,
I think that was not a choke, and I don't know if there was any rule. Like it was just pure unfair. He हाथ उठा लिया.
पर एक रन ज्यादा दे दिए थे.
जेम्स नीशम का रन आउट, हाँ एक रन ज्यादा दे दिए थे अंपायर. सही है, वो भी ओवर स्टेप कर दिया था. नहीं, अंडर स्टेप क्या बोलते उसको, he didn't finish the crease, वो भी हुआ.
नहीं वो नहीं, but वही जो तुम बोल रहे थे कि
हाँ, तो
डिफेक्शन वाला
2 runs का 6 runs चले गए थे उसको.
कुछ था वो.
हाँ, तो it hit Ben Stokes' bat and went to the boundary.
And वो boundaries पे
decide हुआ. And the super over also, it was spectacular. Jamie Neesham, 2 runs भागना था. Guptill तो भाई was so fast in between the wickets. But James Neesham again run out. ये साल भी run out James Neesham में हुआ था.
I have a opinion on this. Like actually, I've thought about this before as well. I think that New Zealand have overachieved in tournaments. Even if you see the 2021 World Cup, I was there in the final, New Zealand Australia. No one expected New Zealand to be in the final in the first place. 100%. They beat India, they beat England, and then they reached the final. They played Australia. They lost over there,
and they lost in finals. South Africa never except 99. 99 semis, पूरे semis में.
Yeah. But like my point is कि the teams that they had, you didn't expect them. Even 99, they lost to Pakistan, but Pakistan team was stronger, I think, on paper. 2003, they didn't reach the semis, but 2007 they did, I think. Did they? I don't remember. But 2011, they reached the semis. They beat South Africa in the quarterfinals, and that was an amazing South Africa team. I think it was. इन लोग
AB de Villiers उन्हें
हाँ ग्राम स्मिथ इन लोग पूरे थे डेल स्टेन हाशिम अमला they beat them in the quarter final.
Boucher भी था I think.
Yeah, I think so. Quarter final. But 2015 में New Zealand again against a top class South Africa team. So I think the South Africa teams that have played in the World Cups on paper, in my opinion, they were stronger. If you see Alan Donald, Lance Klusener, Herschel Gibbs, then you go to the 2015 team. I think that's one of the best teams on paper ever.
Vernon Philander, कौन थे
यार? Dale Steyn, Morne Morkel, AB de Villiers, Hashim Amla, and all these guys, they were like a solid team. They had Imran Taher also as a leg spinner. So I think South Africa team, even 99, they were a stronger team. Aaron Donald, Sean Pollock, these guys. So if I see it like that,
all of us always would keep South Africa probably in a top 4 prospect, but we never keep New Zealand. Over the years also, if you see, here this time we did it because most of us didn't do it. Like we didn't do it, but other people kept New Zealand because of that fear of them coming win the semifinal because of what they've seen over the years, right? So that is why New Zealand has cemented their
I did the same mistake. I didn't keep them.
They put them in their head because नहीं भाई इनला आ सकते कहीं से भी न्यूजीलैंड को डालो, but कहीं ना कहीं ये टाइम साउथ अफ्रीका थोड़ा सरप्राइजिंग एलिमेंट बन गई एंड न्यूजीलैंड थोड़ा बहुत अब हैव बिकम दैट strong team. So I think over the years the roles have reversed a bit. पहले आप साउथ अफ्रीका को इमेजिन करते थे, बट साउथ अफ्रीका ने न्यूजीलैंड आती थी और अब न्यूजीलैंड को आप एक्सपेक्ट करते करते साउथ अफ्रीका भी आ गई.
Yeah, should have been 5 and Stokes off strike. Last ODI team New Zealand players bowl. Last ODI team matlab?
Last ODI team
South Africa have been to only one final in 1998 Champions Trophy, which they won. In World Cup, SA have only been to semi-finals. Exactly. And they've underachieved. If you see, they have great teams over the past. Like since I've been watching cricket, South Africa's team has been very strong. One
of the best bowling attacks always.
Yeah, and always. They have I think one of the best cricketers of all time is Jack Callis. Like he's played how many World Cups? So 3, I think. So they've had like some incredible players in the past and stuff. I always felt that they were below par in expectations.
Sean Pollock, one of the better bowlers. They had Alan Donald. They had so many. Yeah, if you come to think of it. They had incredible amount of players, but New Zealand, they always had unexpected. Brendan McCullum aa gaya, Nathan Astle and Craig McMillan.
But that's the thing. In World Cups, I've seen the best teams don't always win. Like in '99, in my opinion, because I went and watched in COVID all the matches, Pakistan were flying. They had the best team. Shoaib Akhtar was in the form of his life. Go and see his spell against New Zealand in the semifinals. If you haven't seen it, go on YouTube right now and go and watch his spell against New Zealand in the semifinals. It was top notch. That Pakistan team was flying. Australia were good, but Australia were lucky in that semi-final against South Africa. They had close shaves, but then they came and won in the final, and that's why, like, of course, people are worried India cheating in cheating because they're the most dominant team. But then you can have a team which is not the best and come win. So like '99, they were thinking. 2003
There
was
was
Australia,
destructive
2007 was
mode.
probably
Yeah.
Australia, but South Africa were good in 2007 too. 11 May, I don't think India were the best team. They didn't play like they lost a game against South Africa. They drew against England. So it's not necessarily that happens. 2015 also, I felt New Zealand were better than Australia. मगर वो जो फाइनल
Experience.
पड़ा वो ऑस्ट्रेलिया में पड़ा. अगर वो फाइनल ऑकलैंड में था, it would have been a different result maybe, in my
Maybe.
opinion.
Yeah.
South Africa? Yeah, sorry, I had to call that.
Yeah, so I think over the years, if you're asking Mustafa, I don't know, but like me, I would say New Zealand aren't chokers exactly. They've and what Mustafa said, I think I agree with. They've just punched way above their weights and expectations.
चोकर तो आप बोलेंगे because आप उन लोग नहीं जीता, but इंडिया को भी चोक बोलेंगे, right? In the last 10
हाँ.
years, India choked in
Yeah.
knockouts. So, like,
So I think
if India don't win in this World Cup, you're going to call them also
Devin
chokers.
Conway will score tomorrow and push Sri Lanka and back. But yeah, that's what I'm also
Gamer for
expecting.
life.
Like Devin Conway might come out of nowhere and score because we're expecting a lot of runs from him. I was expecting a lot of runs, so I put him in the top list of run getter because in India, he's very good, but he's just getting out silly dismissals and stuff. So I see Devin Conway probably getting a good amount of runs in tomorrow's game. But again, there has to be a game for that to happen, which we're still going to be waiting on throughout the day with weather reports and expectations and whatever the rain suggests and stuff. But again, Sri Lanka, nothing to play for, makes them a bit more dangerous. They might go guns blazing, wanting to end on a high note. Angelo's angry with his helmet. So there are things where Sri Lanka also are capable of doing.
Yeah. Also, 96 World Cup, मेरे को याद है West Indies की team were the best at that time. They were smashing teams, but वो semi-final में Australia beat them. I felt that West Indies had a stronger team at that time, and then Australia beat them, and then but in the final Sri Lanka came like underdogs and beat everybody. Like
Yeah, Sri
Australia
Lanka was
and
like
World Cup.
unexpected.
But that West Indies team, Curtly Ambrose, Courtney Walsh, I think Ian Bishop was the third team. Ian Bishop was very fast. मैं उसको commentary में देखता, I never thought he was like
That
fast,
fast,
but I didn't think he was like. I just thought he was a tall guy, थोड़ा सा ठीक था bowler. He was incredibly fast. He was a really good bowler, Ian Bishop. So they had like a top bowling lineup at that time. Then they had Brian Lara.
Yeah.
उन्हें भी quarter final में I think Brian Lara मारा था उसमें. They had Carl Hooper, these guys. I don't know if Chandrapal was there, but they had a good team at that time. West Indies as well, very solid team.
सुजीत बाबा नंबर डालेगा अपना नंबर भेज रहेगा 000 का गीत. But yeah, I mean, lots of things to look forward to this. अब ये Netherlands England का game आप light ले सकते हैं, but I think वो हिसाब से now it becomes Sri Lanka versus New Zealand, and then you have Afghanistan, South Africa, you've got Pakistan, England, you've got Australia, Bangladesh, which again is a negligible match, and then India. Then countdown to semi-finals. It's just a few more days, and then the World Cup will be eventually done. Time flew. वो तो बोल सकते हैं time भाग गया.
Yeah, it's been an incredible time. I've really enjoyed my time
it's
here.
It's just now the next 3 days. This Thursday, this Friday, this Saturday. It's going to change the destiny of one country, and it's just too exciting to think about. भाई
Netherlands को भी chance है फिर, हाँ? नहीं, आज हार गए हम लोग.
हाँ,
Do you think if Babar plays to reclaim the number 1 ranking position on Saturday, he could affect Pakistan? He's not going to do that.
And even if he hits 100, this is what people are going to say.
उसको जीतना है match. I don't think.
But I think he's more worried that his board is not picking up his calls than like the numbers.
Yeah, like of course, man. Like the whole situation, he wants his team to win. I don't think he cares about the ranking right now. जो भी discourse है, जो भी लोग बोलते हैं कि he cares about ranking and everything, that will be pushed to the side when there's a semi-final place like for grabs against India. And again, that's going to be in Calcutta. It's not going to be as hostile as Ahmedabad for them. He will be at it. He will want to win that game. I don't think he'll care about his personal records. उसको duck पे out हुआ, but Rizwan scores or Fakhar scores, then he's going to take that any day. A team who is outperforming versus a team qualifying with luck after underperforming. Can you give me context in that? I don't
New
know
Zealand versus Pakistan, technically the qualification spot. I think. What did he say?
But do you think New Zealand is outperforming?
New Zealand was outperforming, but not now. They lost close counter. If you look at Australia's game, they should have probably finished that. If you look at India's game, they didn't come up. They could have won that as well. If you look at the South Africa game, that is also how the South Africa game. I can't remember how the South Africa game went exactly, but they should have won. And then South Africa and New Zealand.
No, South Africa smashed them, bro. Quinton de Kock
Yeah, 100. Yeah. So I think New Zealand could have qualified, secured qualification
The
after
Australia game was close. New Zealand, Australia.
New Zealand, Australia. So I think that 388 to target. I think they could have qualified way before time. They won 4 in a row and then they lost 4 in a row. So that shows like the graph itself. It went like this and then it just dropped. I'm not saying they're not performing well because they have got new players like Rachin Ravindra. You're probably saying, "हाँ भाई ये बच्चे मार दे रहे हैं and they're performing well and stuff." But they're a class act. Like you've got Tom Latham, you've got decent players in fine. But New Zealand should have qualified for me by now. They shouldn't have got it this close to the chest.
Yeah. Oh, I think, he's saying as in what kind of team you would prefer. I think he's trying to compare India and
Acha, India,
Pakistan.
Pakistan. I mean, for thrills, I would say India, Pakistan any day.
No. Like a team who's outperforming and smashing everybody and going into the semis, or a team who थोड़ा सा luck work करके underperform करके पहुंच गए semi-finals. What team do you prefer watching?
I mean, like I.
Or who do you back? Like that's what he said.
They both are scary teams. I think if you look at it, like if one is performing on the highest level, like New Zealand is what's seeing here,
I'll tell you what.
and one who's down on their luck.
No,
and
it's not talking about
performing
New Zealand. Like it's basically
any
India
guy.
is smashing
Okay,
everybody and
okay,
they're going to the semis. I'm giving the example.
Okay.
And Pakistan is थोड़ा luck व कुदरत का निजाम बोल के semi-finals में आ रहा है. Who do you back? Like who do you prefer?
I mean,
वैसा like एक टीम स्मैश कर दे रही सबको और एक टीम लक से थोड़ा आगे अंदर. मेरे हिसाब से what happens is it's very difficult to choose what you prefer. Some people will say कि we'll dominate again. Some people will say कि नहीं अभी हमारा मौका है. We've taken thing. But basically what it is that once you're in the semi-finals, everything is equal. And that's the beauty of knockout. That's why we love
like
semi-finals,
knockouts,
and even though that's probably not the most fair thing, when you're playing round robin, I think playoffs होना चाहिए. लेकिन because क्या हो रहा था जब आप knockouts situation में आ जाते, it becomes equal, and that's why both teams can be dangerous. And then it depends on the day. The very the talk we always say कि भाई depends who performs on the day. That actually comes to play because you're playing on an even scale. There's no points. There's nothing.
No differential factor.
There's one thing to play for, that is a spot in the final, and you're on equal level, right? कि भाई इन्होंने भी semi-final में, उन्होंने भी semi-final है. So that's the thing. If it's playoffs and stuff, it's different.
उधर all the past things don't matter. आप कैसा, it's like basically आप पूरी रात एग्जाम के लिए पढ़ के पास हो रहे, आप 2 हफ्ते पहले एग्जाम के लिए पास पढ़ गए, आप टॉपर है, आप लास्ट बॉटम वाले, बट आपका अल्टीमेट फाइनल एग्जाम जब होगा, it's just आप उस दिन पे कौन बेटर एग्जाम लिख के आ गया वैसा है.
Yeah, 100% वही होगा ऐसी. Is World Cup India win? Is World Cup India win? ODI
India have a very good chance to win. India have probably the best chance to win if they stick to what they're doing right now. जो अभी इन लोगों की केमिस्ट्री है, जो इन लोगों का भी रिदम और फॉर्मूला ऑफ मंत्रा जो बोला आप, अगर वो कंटिन्यू करते गए, वही टेनासिटी, वही पैशन से करेंगे, रोहित शर्मा, विराट कोहली are going to be the key for this World Cup is what I feel.
England and Sri Lanka have Champions Trophy spots on the line. They're not going to lose just like that, especially England. I think they will do their best to qualify for the Champions Trophy. But yeah, I agree 100%. But that's why it's going to be a good contest. And if you're Pakistan, you shouldn't be scared of that. You should be even more hungry because you have a place to play in this World Cup.
Yeah, forget about already qualified for Champions Trophy.
Yeah, forget about that. You have more to play for. You have a place to play in a semi-final where nobody.
You're getting a free entry, not a free entry exactly, but you've got everything that you wanted to get into the semi-finals. All your, हम नहीं खेल पाए, we should have been better, margin of error, सब come down to this match. वो जो पहले की चिल्ला हो गए. Saturday you have to play like it's the first game of the World Cup for you.
Yeah, worst team captain Pakistan का वो सुदीप दादा 100. अब वो सब चेंज हो जाएंगे अगर उन्हें सेमीफाइनल में आकर तो 100% both teams get dangerous in semis. But don't you think there is more motivation for the team who qualified with luck, thinking we have somehow made it? Now let's give it 200%. Again, that I think it's very situational. You have to take context into it because if you're taking India and Pakistan as examples, I don't think you said this, but I'm assuming you're saying this. Now you see the Pakistan, of course, they will be hungry. Revenge lena, Ahmedabad ka aake harana. They have to beat India in India. They're here and now they're on an equal level. They have motivation. But if you flip it, India are equally motivated. Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, they're tired of losing semi-finals and finals. World Test Championship rando, World Cup T20 rando, World Cup Champions Trophy rando, 50 over semi-final rando. They're tired of losing. Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli since 2015 have been losing knockout games. So these are now they have enough motivation to motivate the whole crowd.
Yeah.
This is our last World Cup. I'm sure that they can say. I'm presuming that he will say that, or he can say that and say that win this for us. बोल के what more motivation you want?
And
So I think again it's very situational.
That is why the pressure is where Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli need to stand up in the semi-final more. अगर ये दो विकेट चले गए भाई बाकी की टीम ट्रिम्बल कर देंगी and that is where I feel like रोहित शर्मा विराट कोहली का रोल अब और बड़ा हो जाएगा when you compare it to the things.
मेरे हिसाब से situation है like I know 2015 like India maybe at that time was different because they were just won 2011 they dominated it in the group stages and then they came semis maybe motivation or whatever but you're playing a World Cup semi-final especially for a team who has been earning for a trophy for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
They haven't won anything. I think उन लोगों के लिए like भाई ICC trophy is the enough motivation and like everybody Bumrah and all these guys will want to they'll be enough motivated.
Yeah.
I understand where you're coming from. Pakistan will also be equally motivated. उन लोग की भाई उनको बदला लेना है अहमदाबाद का उन लोग को जीतना है and beating India and India is the
before
like
India and India I think उनके बोर्ड को भी रिस्पॉन्ड करना है वो भी एक चीज है.
वो तो रिस्पॉन्ड हो जाएगा राइट इफ यू बीट इंडिया देन बोर्ड को क्या पूरे दुनिया को सोशल मीडिया
1 मिलियन देंगे
पूरे लाइक वहां पे लाइक यूट्यूब चैनल्स को एक्स प्लेयर्स को एक्स कैप्टन्स को आपके खुद
बड़ा फिंगर बता देंगे
opposition everybody you're going to send a message to like if you beat India in India so like they will be equally motivated as well. 5000 New Zealand win होगी.
क्या बात है सुदीप दादा क्या ऑड्स पे बोल रहे हैं आप
गेम और फॉर लाइव और बाबर की फ्रेंडशिप्स पता नहीं कब खत्म होंगी इंग्लैंड के मैच में भी पक्का हसन अली और हारिस रऊफ खेलेंगे नो एक्सपेक्टेड चेंजेस फ्रॉम पाकिस्तान लुक द थिंग इज अब किस्मत बोलो यू कैन से इज अ लकी कैप्टन यू कैन से एनीथिंग यू कैन से व्हाटएवर इट इज बट व्हेन द टाइम कम्स these guys find a way to the knockouts but I've also explained this before in our previous streams Pakistan historically whether it's Babar Azam or Imran Khan they've had luck to come in it's not like Imran Khan सबको फोड़ के रखा 92 में they were out down and out अब जाके 92 का situation देख लो वहाँ पे कुदरत का निजाम हुआ था like that was like lot of things went in their favor for them to qualify for the semi-finals apart from 99 I think where they dominated they played really well they've had
करके हारे
they've had like situations Sarfaraz को देख लो 2017 Champions Trophy they were down and out India smashed them they came back up last World Cup देख लो so many times that's how they are when they're cornered they come out like a tiger and they perform and there's a lot of luck to that but that's how they play the cricket because they do have holes in their team they're not the perfect team then on paper man for man India is a better team no doubt but why do we call Pakistan a tournament team they just have this thing in their blood they have this thing
के लाइंस क्या थे मुझसे
one minute Pakistan down the other minute Pakistan up right so that's what it is Champions Trophy final like we mentioned so many
T20 World Cup 2022 final
even situations where they didn't qualify 2019 they were down and out 100 all out and they almost they just didn't qualify because New Zealand or India का wash out हो गया था right that's why they didn't qualify and here maybe उल्टा होगा अब 20 ये भी ले लो 2015 World Cup उसमें they were down and out quarter final against Australia who were eventual champions Wahab Riaz bowled one of the best World Cup spells that I've seen so there is something there and it's not like all the like their previous captains have thing yes Sarfaraz won but he also was lucky I know that people will say कि नहीं उन्हें जबरदस्त captain था उन्हें chances देता था इमाद वसीम को खिलाया ये खिलाया वो खिलाया but again like it comes down to your saying कि trophy then he has extra leverage but that doesn't mean he wasn't lucky he was Imran Khan was also lucky
see bhai at some point of time during the course of tournaments you need certain things to fall in your favor अब वो लक है कुछ भी है odds है everything defying odds करके आ जा रहे उन उनकी किस्मत है जो भी कुदरत का निजाम है अब वो कल मालूम होगा
कि DNA right like when they're down and out they come in and they think like you said they can lose to England and things.
Speaking of tigers I think I see another tiger in the comments right now
yeah and he's really stressed out right now because उन्हें तो like 2-3 हफ्ते पहले ही समझ गया था पाकिस्तान आउट हो गए और एक के बाद day by day they still there Bobby still alive इन लोग तो एक महीना पहले बॉबी को घर भी जा दे रहे थे
उन्हें आ गया तो तुम भी आ जाओ इंडिया को आशीष
सेमीफाइनल जब तो फिर भाई का बर्थडे भी आ रहा है आशीष का can you please wish him
we'll cut a cake on the stream bro
when is his birthday
soon
मैं कभी बोल रहा आप अभी बोले कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ बोल रहे
मैं चेक करके बोल रहा
ऐसे कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ बोल रहे थे
आप बोले यार जल्दी आ रहा तुम्हें बोला कमिंग सून है प्रॉब्ली 18 नवंबर को होगा आई डोंट नो
नहीं 10 नवंबर
को 18 नवंबर विराट कोहली का नंबर बोल के सोचा मैं क्या है कि वही दिन पे पैदा होगा भाई हमारा
तो अभी उनका यही है कि उनको नींद नहीं आ रही बराबर लाइक
बर्थडे का प्रेशर है क्या
प्रेशर आ रहा है
भाई ट्रीट देना है तेरे को फिर अभी कड़क के ऑन द स्ट्रीम ब्रो डोंट वरी ओ 10th को ही है
परसों
मजा आने वाली है
परसों मतलब
परसों मतलब Friday.
Just before the crack.
Just before the crack. On 12 o'clock, we'll have a stream and we'll cut Ashish's cake right here, live stream.
What are the time to be born? 1922, Imran Khan had proper bowling attack. Here, Pakistan have no spinners and they have had 3 opportunities to bring Abrar, but Babar's stubbornness meant they have waited for the players to recover. Now, I can twist this argument if Pakistan come to semi-finals, right? Because you're saying they have a proper attack. Wakhar Yunus wasn't there in 92. He was injured. Was it Aqib Javed? It was Wasim Akram, and Imran Khan was like, didn't have a shoulder, man, in that World Cup, if you remember. I mean, we don't remember, but we saw whatever we've seen on YouTube, whatever we've studied in our cricketing courses, is that Imran Khan had like a shoulder problem. He was not at his peak. There was no Wakhar Yunus who was at that level. It wasn't like
वर्ल्ड कप क्रिस्टल का बना हुआ था.
आप वो भी देख लो 2017 चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी, उसमें भी हसन अली, रियाज और कौन था, आमिर. सो पूरे थे ये क्या बकवास है वो, मगर फिर जीत गए हम लोग. अब मोहम्मद आमिर
भाई, अब जितना आप मेरे को डरा रहे और वो ऑड्स बनते जा रहे भाई, बेकार. वो टाइम पे भी बेकार है, अब ये टाइम पे
वही है कि अगर पाकिस्तान हार गई इंग्लैंड से, इनका आर्गुमेंट मेरे से ज्यादा भारी लगेगा, मगर अगर सेमीफाइनल आ गया मेरा
पल्ला भारी.
It'll all depend on their qualification. That's where you can twist the whole narrative.
Then like if they qualify, then you say with the worst Pakistani squad possible, they managed to qualify for the World Cup. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, that narrative can change. You can say it's the worst.
So we always wait for discussing this on Saturday night.
Yeah, you have to wait until the semifinals because if they're playing India in the semis, you're not going to say this is the worst Pakistan.
Yeah, no, you won't. I mean, you want either way because they have good, but they're just not clicking. And bhai, when you see Shaheen, Haris or anything and any kind of thing, you are not going to say. I mean, England में आप ये बंदों को लेके जाओ words बोलोगे bowling. Yeah, we are not going to say. England में जब movement मिलेगी शाहीन को और हारिस को थोड़ा बहुत मिलेगा और उसमें नसीम को डाल दो आप. Zaman है यार. I think Zaman is the only guy I would like to see here because I think he's a good bowler. But I don't think they're a bad squad. And Wasim Jr. is getting into reverse, and that's more scarier now.
Yeah, he's looking good, man. Like it's just that they're very inconsistent and यहाँ के इलेक्ट्रिसिटी के जैसा है इंडिया में.
कभी आते कभी नहीं आते.
Yeah, like खतरनाक है. Like ऊपर नीचे वाईफाई चलेगा तो और परेशानी. कभी वाईफाई आएगा तो मजा आता. Like it depends on the situation. Haris Rauf made more runs than Rohit Sharma
in terms of the bowling stats. जो बहुत चल रहा है सोशल मीडिया पे, but Harry Potter का problem is variation.
Is adjusting to the line length.
And also he doesn't know where to bring out the variations. That's also a very big problem.
But bro, he's bringing out the variation, but he's not choosing the right line. उन्हें leg side में the slower ball डाल दे रहा है. तो फिर वही problem है, right? The World Cup, Imran backed Inzamam throughout, who didn't do anything and smashed it in semis.
And then Babar backed Imam, but Imam is now.
Then Babar brought back Fakhr.
Yeah, baby, Fakhr.
Yeah, so like you don't know, right? Like until it's over, then you'll find out what's going to. But my point is, now you're saying that was what an amazing team. Inzamamullah, ये वो
time पे तो हमारे बाबा गालियाँ दे रहे हैं.
Yeah, like our father's generation will probably think what a crap team this is, man.
Exactly. कैसा जीत गया इनला.
He just came for the hospital. That he came for his charity or whatever. They're probably saying that.
Yeah, 100%.
But like that all changed. He became a hero.
Now, बस हमारे बाबा वो time पे live stream नहीं करे. हमारे बाबा लाइव स्ट्रीम नहीं करे वो टाइम पे, नहीं तो मालूम है. Yeah, 100%. Okay. So but he was working, right?
तो वही बोल रहा हूँ मैं कि like you don't know, right?
नहीं देखो भाई, every era of everyone has their own suggestion, but आप कोई भी टीम को
controversial बोल रहा हूँ मगर like people won't
India की भी टीम जो मुस्तफा भाई 2011 में, you won't call them the best Indian team of all time, will you?
Which one?
The 2011 Indian team?
No.
You won't call them the best. You won't call like everybody has
you know what my...
The 2003 one was probably better than this on paper.
That's a really good team,
right?
2003.
Yeah, Zahir Khan, Harbhajan.
Also, you know which team was really good? The 2013 Champions Trophy team.
Oh, that was solid.
Also very good.
The one on top, smashing
it. That's so good.
Yeah, so you can't, you won't ever see the best team in this tournament will win the team, but not the best team ever of that country will win the World Cup. That's how it works.
इंटरनेट था क्या 1992 में?
नहीं,
ऐसा बोल रहे तुम.
मेरे पास तो नहीं था, मैं था ही नहीं.
तुम पैदा भी नहीं हुए थे जब.
वरना मैं डाउनलोड आता था मम्मी के पेट में से.
There was the internet.
I remember we had in 99 we had Zajil बोल के एक कंपनी थी सऊदी में. वो क्या बोलते हैं अब वो बता नहीं सकता. I can explain that. टू ऐसा रहता था. एक फोन के कनेक्शन ऐसा अलग ही आता था कंप्यूटर पे.
कन्नड़ा बोल.
कन्नड़ा मार्ट के लिए ये मार्ट के लिए ना.
Even if Pakistan managed to make the semis.
तेलुगु है नाम ला, कन्नड़ियन नहीं है.
Even if Pakistan managed to make the semis, the current form of Indian bowling attack will make a mockery of them. I mean, that's a big possibility. That's a big. With the way India is playing,
What did you say? Sorry.
even if Pakistan managed to make the semis, the current form of India bowling attack will make a mockery of them. That is very possible.
Possible,
I'm
yeah,
not saying
100%.
like
You
that.
might see 50
But
all out
again,
also.
it becomes even 50-50 going in, because if you remember the Champions Trophy at that time also, India's bowlers were firing on cylinders. You had Bumrah and everything.
And what-
Maybe not at this level.
And
But
what if at that day they don't fire? And what if they fire? I mean, there's always a number of
like,
possibilities.
I'll be
that come
honest
out.
with you, for India, if you look at it just from India perspective,
Yeah.
I'm not looking at it like that in
Correct,
general.
correct.
But if I'm looking at it now, Punter is a huge India fan. Ashley is a huge India fan. If I'm looking at it, I would prefer Pakistan than New Zealand in the semis. Not like, maybe they have a different opinion, but I'm telling you why, because I think Calcutta pitch, the way India is playing, the pressure that is going to build from the crowd and everything, New Zealand will have better resources in Mumbai to handle India compared to Pakistan in Calcutta. That's just my opinion. I can be completely wrong. So, but that's what I'm saying. But again, it will be a 50-50 game because it's a semi-final and everything will be even. आप जो points लिए अनबीटन रहे और पाकिस्तान अनबीटन नहीं रहे, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा.
Yeah, वो दिन पे सब साफ हो जाएगा भाई. सेमीफाइनल वन, forget everything, it's knock out. You lose, you snooze, you go home. खत्म होती इस बात है. And I think वो हिसाब से प्रेशर इक्वली प्लेयर्स पे रहेगा. No one is going to think ग्रुप स्टेजेस में हमला इतना करे. शामी भाई नहीं सोचेंगे मैं 15 विकेट लिया. सब on that day क्या होने वाला है. सब भाई अपन सब अभी वो सेम थिंग जो रोहित शर्मा बोले in the press conference in Mumbai. He said one bad game and I'll be the worst captain of India.
He said that.
He said that. He said if अभी सब वाह हो रही है, let me lose one match and then people will start coming back with me with taunts and stuff. So
I mean,
he knows that equally. भाई semi-final अगर हार गए, खुदा ना खास्ता, let me say that in bold letters, खुदा ना खास्ता, आप बोलो मेरे को रिएक्शन क्या रहने वाला है. चढ़ जाएंगे बांद्रा में ये कर, ये नहीं बोलेंगे कि भाई क्या रेवोल्यूशन हुआ क्रिकेट में. नहीं, कोई नहीं बोलेंगा. हम भी नहीं बोलेंगे probably on that day.
And you know what I like actually of this Indian team is that they've changed the style of cricket. They're playing much more aggressive. I've been
Rohit Sharma,
like even Virat Kohli to a certain extent, yes, he's playing his anchor role and everything. But then you know when it's getting close to the game, he's hitting those sixes. Shreyas Iyer came out from the start, hitting. Rohit Sharma to phod de raha. So I like the style of cricket they're playing, and it's
just don't change it
with that style though you can lose games, but I don't mind that.
Just don't change it in the semi-final.
I actually enjoying the type of cricket they're playing. I expect journalists to defend toxic comments from Pakistani former cricketers, so momentarily didn't have to reply to such comments. Yeah, they should. I can't believe that even cricket and people are like actually even as a joke mentioning the stupid ball situation. It's so stupid. आप क्यों उसको attention दे रहे? Like Wasim Akram said, like I wanna be having what they're having. Basically, like you know, he shut it down. But the fact that you're having this conversation and you're giving attention to it is so stupid. The fact that I'm also talking about I'm stupid also. इसलिए भाई मेरे को कोई एक वीडियो भेजे मानो एक ग्रुप पे, वहाँ पे आई थिंक मोस्ट ऑफ देम वर पाकिस्तान फैंस. उसमें वो क्या था, एक एंड इंडिया वर्सेस साउथ अफ्रीका का गेम था, एक एंड से खत्म हुआ and then I think Shubman Gill threw the ball to the square leg umpire. He went to square leg and then the other umpire took a ball out of his pocket. And they're like, look at these. India is using 2 balls, but that is the rule, right?
Yeah, that's just generally.
What is that? Is the rule.
Yeah, that's generally the
2 new balls.
That's generally how news is made. कौन भाई बोलेंगे? गौरव भाई, right? Gamer for life, भाई. This is how.
No, sorry, Karthik.
Karthik, भाई. This is how news is made nowadays, and unfortunately, that is how media is working. कुछ तो भी just to get views, just to get attention, just to create a माहौल or pressure on the board and the ICC. They just try to do these kind of things. It's no need to give हवा to all of this bullshit. I mean, देखो भाई बॉल अलग होता था ना, और बहुत चीजें अलग कर सकते थे. Probably second half में ग्राउंड्समैन को बोल सकते थे खड्डे खोद दो, कुछ भी बोल सकते भाई अगर ऐसा करना है तो. I mean, they're so stupid. And देखो आप ना see, giving credit to Pakistan team that's in India right now, they've not come up with such comments. It's people outside the World Cup who are in their house.
But it's stupidity. It's not even house, man. They're in the news channels.
Yeah, so they are to blame. Babar Azam and all of you guys, personally, I respect them. No one said anything. So I think voice up say they're not complaining about the condition. They just said we are not the best right now. So great play to them.
What combination will Pakistan go with on Saturday? 4 fast bowlers and part-time spinner, or 3 fast bowlers, 1 spinning all-rounder and part-time spinner? I would go with the second option because you're playing in Calcutta. They will be spin on offer. You're playing against England, who struggle against spin.
In Jaddu's bowling, right?
Yeah, they struggle. I would go with a spinner. I don't know if it will be Nawaz because he's not as effective as Jadeja. I would play a proper spinner, whether it's Shadab, Nawaz, Usama.
Nawaz has to play. अगर ऐसा
One of them.
Yeah, but again we'll have to see on that day. वरना सुदीप भाई अभी से बोल देंगे पिच रिपोर्ट बोलो कोलकाता की.
Mickey Arthur should personally play Dil Dil Pakistan in the stadium. वो तो चल रहा है लाइक स्टेडियम में तो हम
यहाँ
लोग भी
पे तो
सुने.
चला भाई.
या फैज इमाम सिंह प्रोटीन नहीं मिल रहा, send your diet to him.
Yeah, my diet is one scoop of ashish every day.
I mean, Imam has like a proper nutritionist. He should send us his diet.
Yeah, and but it doesn't show. That's the only problem.
हाँ?
इमाम की डाइट दिखती नहीं ना उसके उस पर.
वो तो लाइक मैं कुछ कमेंट नहीं करूंगा. Pakistan journalists and former cricketers are worst. I feel bad for Pakistani team that they had to go through all that. Remember Shoaib Jatt, he leaked Babar's chat. Yeah, man. Like,
Oh, that was the worst, man. Like,
is that true? I thought till this day that was fake chat.
no, I don't know. Yeah, that phone.
Because उन्हें इंग्लिश में कोई बोल रहा था, मैं उर्दू में रिप्लाई कर रहा था. मैं खुद तो I don't know if that was.
I don't know, man. But if it was true, then I was sad to see. But देखो भाई, controversies इसलिए आते हैं, they just don't have any element to talk about left. आप क्रिकेट पे ज्यादा बात नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि आपकी टीम द मिनट आपकी टीम परफॉर्म करे हमारी टीम हमारे लोग हमारे ये हमारे बच्चे चढ़ान. आई मीन इवन दैट
आप अच्छा क्रिकेट खेल रहे हैं तो आपको अप्रिशिएट करना चाहिए.
जो मैच जीते हाल में कौन सा था न्यूजीलैंड के अगेंस्ट जो जीते फखर आलम जो मारा फखर जमान एंड तो द फर्स्ट 5 minutes ऑफ द शो वाज दैट अच्छे परफॉर्म करे बच्चे आज खड़े होते रहे. उसके बाद एक ना बच्चे के बारे में बात करें ना कुछ. तो दे जस्ट डोंट हैव एनीथिंग टू टॉक अबाउट. पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव मिलती कि दे विल गेट अ होल शो आउट ऑफ इट.
या बट वही है कि दोनों तरफ से यू हैव टू अप्रिशिएट व्हेन दे डूइंग वेल. यू कांट मेक एक्सक्यूजेस कि उन लोग ये कर दिए वो कर दिए. लाइक इवन लाइक इंडिया इज प्लेइंग वेल, दे हैव हजम करना पड़ता है भाई.
और ये नहीं बोल सकते आप. मेरे को एक अच्छा कमेंट पड़ा था मुस्तफा में परसों अपन जब शो कर रहे थे कोई नॉट अपने शो पे बट आई वाज ब्राउजिंग टू इंस्टाग्राम एंड सर व्हाई इन दिस एरा आर इंडियन बॉलर्स नॉट बीइंग रिस्पेक्टेड. जब ग्लेन मैग्रा वकार यूनिस वसीम अकरम के बारे में हम लोग तारीफ करते थे 99 में और 2000s में आप ग्लेन मैग्रा थे वो टाइम पे एंड जैक कैल ये टाइम पे जब इंडियन बॉलर्स डोमिनेट के व्हाई आर नॉट बीइंग इक्वल. तो हम पहले तारीफ करते थे ग्लेन मैग्रा की. अब क्यों नहीं कर रहे आप लोग. लाइक बुमराह शामी एंड सिराज आर आउट परफॉर्मिंग एवरीबॉडी. जस्ट रिस्पेक्ट इट, पुट इट ऑन मेरिट के भाई बंदे अच्छे कर रहे. पहले हम लोग ग्लेन मैग्रा वाओ हम कोई इंडियन बोले हम थोड़ी बोलते जवागल श्रीनाथ जबरदस्त था, वेंकटेश बड़ा था, देवशिष मोहंती अच्छा था. बट भाई आप एक्सपेक्ट करो कि शामी सिराज एंड बुमराह जिस तरीके डाले कोई नहीं डाल सकता अभी.
And me I like it's my duty also like if Pakistan are doing well appreciate, don't say कि अरे oh they want India Pakistan fix हो गया ये हो गया वो हो गया. No, like if they're playing good cricket towards them
just merit पे by merit को appreciate करो. और बैक एंड ब्रेटली था, इतने फास्ट बॉलर्स थे हम लोग देख के उन लोगों को बड़े हुए rather than हमारे ओन लोगों को देख के. Like rather than any Indian fast bowler that I've looked up to. Zahir Khan, Irfan Pathan a bit.
I thought you looked up to Tino Yohanan, Venkatesh Prasad,
Tino Yohanan,
Javagal
Srinath, Zabardast. But again, like not on the merit of like Glenn McGrath,
Devicish Mohanty.
You have to just say it like that.
When they're Mick, bro, pitch report, not bowl.
Not bowl, okay.
Why is my name Mick? I don't understand.
Because you have the mic always and the mic thing with you, and with me I have a watch always. So that's why he's saying. He's a very keen observer, Sudeep Dada. Sudeep Dada, very curious.
ये दादा कहाँ रहे
आप कहाँ से हैं? कहाँ से हैं और क्या करो आप गुड नाइट 8 बार बोल दिए.
रोज गोला खाएंगे हम. रोज गोला अगर कलकत्ता आ रहे तो रोज गोला. और क्या है वहाँ पे?
फिश है वहाँ पे, अंडे हैं वहाँ पे, बिरयानी भी है वहाँ पे.
रॉकी एंड रानी फिर से देखना पड़ेगा.
Yeah, this side.
When they are winning, they go against ICC, BCCI and Indian team. When they are losing, they go against their own player selector and both pathetic.
Now you see the minute they get into the semi-final, बच्चे कैरेक्टर बताए, बच्चे ये करे, बच्चे वो करे, सब आने वाला है. I respect Babar Azam. These are going to flip like this, bro. I mean, this happens probably everywhere, but you just see it more here right now.
Calcutta egg rolls.
Yeah, egg rolls. Kati rolls. Yeah, Kati rolls.
Kati rolls.
Kati rolls is the roll which पराठे के जैसे रहता.
वो तो पंजाब में बनता नहीं.
नहीं काटी रोल.
तो मैं कनाडा ब्रैम्पटन में खाया.
अब वो बट वो बंदा कोलकाता
का. या बॉम्बे में है काटी रोल.
काटी रोल कोलकाता का ही है originally.
What about egg rolls?
Egg roll is also like Kati roll is the name of that paratha kind of a thing.
You had Frankie?
Frankie, yeah. Tibbs.
You had it?
Yeah.
In Bombay?
I've had it here.
Oh, you've had it. Bairstow Butler must be waiting for Haris Rauf to get back in form.
Yeah, I mean मारने के लिए बोल रहे.
I think so.
Like
मगर वही है वो पिच शायद इंग्लैंड को सूट नहीं करेगा. नहीं?
Yeah, probably नहीं करेगा. Eden Gardens का they don't have they'll have to play Moeen Ali again.
अगर आप देखो Yeah, they'll have to play, and I think Pakistan need to, like, the Salman Chachu,
चाचू
Shadab.
करना है, चाचू डिस्ट्रक्टिव में
But
चले
he's a
जाना।
part-time bowler first, तुम ऐसा expect
चाचू
कर रहे हो उसके साथ
चाचू का भी
कि
रिप्लाई
सफाई
अच्छा,
मुश्ताक डाल रहा है, ऐसा नहीं हो
चाचू
सकता।
अरे चाचू कम है,
नहीं,
चाचू
कम
का
है,
चाचू
कम
का
है।
रिप्लाई अच्छा था लेकिन मीडिया में
हाँ,
जब
देखा मैं।
उन्होंने बोले भाई हम ऐसी बात नहीं करते,
बिरयानी के बारे में।
या उसके बारे में।
Iyer got angry on short ball first. भाई क्रिकेट लेना आता,
Who said?
खुद को रोहित और कोहली
I have a
समझता।
problem with short ball. Who said? Who said? You all make this माहौल, माहौल जो उन्हें बोला यार वो।
अब वही आशीष कुमार अगर बोला तुम 30 रन खा दिया सेमीफाइनल में, ऐसे व्हाट डू यू मीन, तुम क्या कर रहे हो, तुम तो आए नहीं।
देख उसका बर्थडे अपसेट नहीं कर क्या बर्थडे अपसेट ना कर भाई।
तो जब क्रिटिसिज्म करेंगे बास लोगों का रिएक्शन वो रहता है एग्रेसिव।
या बट उन्हें वही और लेकिन उसका जवाब बेवकूफी का था कि प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ गेटिंग ऑन बॉल ऑन एनी काइंड ऑफ बॉल इज लाइक हाई बट नॉट पर्टिकुलरली वन बॉल, राइट? लाइक
Who said?
द मीडिया।
Spinner help pitch.
Spinners help pitch, yes. Pitch will help spinners, सही बात है, जो ईडन गार्डन्स का बोल रहा था।
हाँ।
दादा तुम है कहाँ क्या यार, वो तो बोलो पहले। सुदीप दादा, यस, जो अपन साउथ अफ्रीका के मैच में देखे, जड्डू राइजर स्मैश्ड इट कंप्लीटली। पिच बोल भाई।
नहीं, मैं तो 2 घंटे की नींद में वो क्या बोलूं।
या 2 घंटे की नींद पे भाई बहुत हाई है भाई। आज एड शूट में गए थे बाय द वे, भाई इज अ सेलिब्रिटी नाउ। He is very soon going to be, he's a Canadian but he's entering into the world of politics soon.
I was not, I was on the set but I wasn't part of the
Yeah,
shoot.
silence
They
on
said
set.
they wanted someone with biceps, वो बंदा तो
Silence on
जिम
the
में
set.
है,
Silence
उसको
on
नहीं
the
लेके आ
set.
सकते सेट को,
Silence
नहीं
on the
जिम में
set.
है। Shane is in the house, man.
Shane
Shane Alam
bhai.
Khan. Hi.
Who remember
Hello,
Shane?
Uttam.
Who remember Shane Lee?
Yeah, I remember him. Bradley's brother, right?
Yeah, Undertaker Kane का
Shane
मसला
Bond.
है। Yeah, Shane Bond is now the coach.
He was one of my favorite bowlers.
Shane Bond is the coach of a WPL team or women's team.
IPL also, right? He's
Yeah.
like, do you think he's the best swinging bowler you've ever seen?
Shane Bond?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Huh?
Not really.
What?
He's crazy. He's incredible pace. He was like the third pacer in
In swing, I'm saying.
Shoaib Akhtar, Betley, and then Shane Bond was the one who
In
touched
swing?
him. Yeah, in swing was decent, but I don't remember him very clearly. I don't remember him. I remember his action. I remember he's a police officer. If you remember that.
Do you guys speak Telugu? I don't speak.
Kunchum Kunchum.
Huh?
Kunchum Kunchum.
Speak. कुछ मतलब छोटा थोड़ा
Little
थोड़ा।
little.
हाँ?
Yeah.
सारे।
Sorry.
शमी भाई
Ela unnaru.
भाई के इंस्टाग्राम स्टोरी चेक किया क्या? हाँ, चेक करे, उनसे दे दिया पाकिस्तानी मीडिया को।
किसकी?
शमी का इंस्टाग्राम स्टोरी।
उन्होंने तो चुपके बोल दिया यार बेचारे। शमी भाई लेकिन he is usually like that. He doesn't care. उन्होंने कुछ भी बोल देते हैं, वो मुंह पे बोल देते हैं उन्होंने डायरेक्ट।
और कोई कमेंट्स क्वेश्चंस है तो भेजिए, फिर हम लोग रैप करेंगे, कल मिलेंगे।
रैप नहीं, काटी रोल। हाँ तो I used to live near Sri Kullam, now moved to Bhilai. I studied Telugu बोल रहे हो ना, अच्छा कार्तिक भाई, but Shivam I'm thinking right now, I don't remember. Shane Warne is Rajasthan Royals new, I'm sorry, Rajasthan Royals new coach Malinga is now MI bowling coach. Wow, that's crazy. And yeah, Shane Warne तो जबरदस्त था, उसका bowling action में याद है, उसके paces याद है, he was phenomenal for New Zealand, man, like one of their best bowlers that they produced.
Who said that India is using other balls?
Hassan Raza.
Was he a cricket or a journalist in Pakistan? He was a cricketer, former
Actually, he is the
cricketer.
youngest Pakistani cricketer ever.
Yeah, youngest cricketer ever, period, to make the international
14
cricket.
years, right?
Yeah, I think so. 14. Sachin made 16, right?
Yeah,
He was
Sachin
younger
at
than
16.
Sachin.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sachin Ravindra is like what, 23 now, so yeah.
someone said, is he still 14? बोल के, like when he made that
that's a
comment.
that's a good point.
कल के मैच की वेदर रिपोर्ट क्या है भाई?
बारिश के आसार है 2 बजे से लेके 8-9 बजे तक बारिश का चांसेस बहुत ज्यादा हैं, so there you just keep your eyes peeled to chasing the target. We'll try giving you regular weather updates.
Yeah, fans will be on it tomorrow, like how I was in Sri Lanka.
You're still in Sri Lanka right now based on your sleeping pattern.
Yeah, I mean, I was a weatherman over there. वहाँ पे तो cricket कम, बारिश ज़्यादा देखा मैं. And I was reporting more about the weather than the action on the field. At least this time we got to see cricket. We got to report. And yesterday we saw a fabulous game, and hopefully we get to see more games like this in the last week of the World Cup. Last 10 days, you would say. So yeah, there's going to be rain on forecast. मगर अभी 50% है, पहले 70-80 था शायद, देखेंगे. But मेरे को तो लग रहा बारिश होने वाली है. He didn't look like 14 when he played. New Zealand made mistake in Bangalore against Pakistan. They should have gone with 3 or 4 fast bowlers. But the thing is, Pakistan went with 4 fast bowlers. They also got hit 400. So we don't
That
really
that's
know. It
that
was just a
pitch was a
pelter of a
flatter pitch.
wicket,
Yeah,
man. It
yeah.
was a pelter of a wicket. You can't go with spinners in Chinnaswamy. I mean, you tell Chahal that he won't agree, but yes, you do have a point to a certain extent. But if you see Pakistan played 4 fast bowlers, it affected their over rate too. And then last 5 overs में वो क्या fielders अंदर आ गए थे शायद last 4-5
Yeah,
over में और
yeah.
परेशानी हो गई थी. So it didn't work both ways, the extra fast bowler and the spinner. It's
It's a
just a
little bit
belter of a
just
wicket.
just have to look at what pitch they're gonna play on and then decide accordingly. I mean, you can't. Yeah, मुसवा जैसा बोला वैसा भी ना पिटे ऐसा भी पिटे. So there's nothing much you can do. चिन्नस्वामी छोटा ground है. Errors कम करो और कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते.
Swing Trent Bolt tomorrow बोल रहे हैं कुस्तुदीप दादा.
But ये नहीं बोल रहे कि उन्हें है कहाँ से.
Top 8 team qualified for Champions Trophy. Ashish is asking.
Top 8?
Will qualify for Champions Trophy?
Yeah.
Question mark.
Yeah.
Yes. Top 8 will qualify.
That's why England has to beat Pakistan to qualify right now.
Chinnaswamy should be renovated. The ground looks like kids' ground.
Yeah, it's very it's decent, but it's not very great when you go inside. As a visitor to sit and stuff, it's not the greatest.
लग रहा है भाई कुदरत का
Mumbai was
निजाम is
beautiful.
on the way. कुदरत का
लग
निजाम
रहा
is
तो
on
है
the way.
भाई. यहाँ हैदराबाद में जहाँ है हम लोग बारिश हुई अभी भी. हम लोग कल भी बारिश में भीगे थे, आज भी बारिश में हैदराबाद में भीगे. यस, हैदराबाद इसलिए बोलेंगे साउथ साइड में है.
तो क्या ऐसा रहता कुछ?
साइक्लोन आते रहता हर साल recurring.
So if it rains in Hyderabad, it rains in Bangalore. It's like
It's
that.
like a cyclonic thing. So like yeah, वो clouds movements ये तरफ होते रहते हैं. So you never know.
Okay. That's why you keep saying it. I really didn't understand why you kept saying it's
Geography, mate, it's your favorite subject.
Geography?
It was after business. Yeah.
No, man. My favorite subject it was not business or geography. So this is why we're not close. We're just colleagues.
You got 7. I mean, 7 was your
That
highest.
doesn't mean it was my favorite. It was physical education, PE.
But you failed that almost.
Huh? I didn't fail it. Who said I
No,
failed it?
मजाक कर.
Bro, probably the most outdated stadium in India. Even.
No, man, you've not come to Hyderabad. Don't say that. If you come to Hyderabad, you.
But no, I think Chinnaswamy is probably.
Hyderabad is bigger, no doubt. Hyderabad Stadium has a capacity of like what 40,000 probably. It's probably just a bit bigger, but Hyderabad में क्या है? It's just very poor. Hyderabad, you've seen Mustafa, like you've seen Chinnaswamy and you've seen Hyderabad.
मैं इसलिए हंस रहा हूं, मैं आपको बोलूंगा अब ये सुनो. Even Karthik said even Kannada's want new stadium but government there is so corrupt they don't invest in sports much. Sudeep दादा बोल रहे Karthik comment अच्छी नहीं है तुम्हारे. I'm Kannada man, so he's from
Ah, it's from Bangalore. Sudeep दादा तुम बोलो pitch report. हमारे क्या पूछ रहे pitch weather report man. ए माँ.
pitch report. Kids का ground.
Kids का ground.
Happy
I mean
Wheel.
kids का ground. नहीं, he just means in terms of size. अगर आप देखो छोटा है, which I agree with. छोटा ground है, boundaries छोटे हैं. If you compare it to different grounds of India, I mean, ये आपका भी point है, but it has hosted a lot of classic events, right? IPL रहने दो, India के थोड़े.
I went in 2010. It was popping, man. The
It's
atmosphere was
popping.
next
It's
level.
always popping. Public, cream public आती है वहाँ पे, like Sudeep दादा.
If Sri Lanka, Netherlands, and Bangladesh both lose, if Sri Lanka, Netherlands, and Bangladesh not both, all three lose by big margins, English Champions Trophy spot is safe as they have another advantage on all after today's win.
Yeah, which is a possibility.
At Bangalore Stadium, game for life is saying even a T20 feels like it's going to be an ODI match every time important matches get affected by rain. Seriously, bro, Karthik is saying during India versus South Africa, rain affected T20 game. Stadium was leaking. A lot of people were complaining.
Yeah, even in the IPL, if you see the roof was leaking.
Even now, journalists were
yeah,
telling
it
us,
was.
right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
"Ki, bhai, what is this stadium?" Like,
Yeah,
you know.
there are problems in that stadium, no doubt. I do agree with Karthik. But if they just renovated a bit, put a little bit money in terms of the seats and at least the roofing and the piping and stuff, it will be a much better thing. But even Hyderabad's ground in that aspect needs a lot of renovation. Mumbai, I was like, wow, this is a very beautiful stadium to watch the game. Like even like the night view, everything, it's beautiful. Eden Gardens अभी तक नहीं गए. Ahmedabad तो is just next level because it's new. और कौन दर गए अपन? Yeah, Chinnaswamy on the bus. Delhi was also decent.
Delhi se hoon.
Delhi was also decent.
First, I'm gonna play a game with you, a quiz before we wrap up. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Tell me who are the top 3 run scorers in this World Cup. If you can give 1, 2, 3, it'll be good. But even if you name all 3 correct, I'll give you the
Top 3 run scorers.
see the comments.
Okay, I'm going to tell you. Wait. Rachin Ravindra is 1.
Yeah.
Virat Kohli is 1. And there is another guy called from South Africa, Quinton de Kock.
100% correct. All three correct. Can you name me the top 3 wicket takers in this?
Top 3 wicket takers, if I'm not wrong, is I think Madhushanka is in there with 17. Who else is there? Shami is there definitely. And श्रीलंका भी नहीं है. Who's the other one? Third one याद नहीं आ रहा.
आप क्या बोले?
I said Shami. I said I think Sri Lanka ka Madhushanka was there. And I think there is one more from South Africa तो नहीं. Siraj.
So you got Madhushanka correct. He's the leading 21 wickets. Then it's 20 Adam Zampa. And 17 you made yourself wrong. It was from South Africa.
It was. Oh yeah, Shami bhai नहीं है. Shocking.
Shami 16 I think.
अच्छा.
Can you tell me the? Should I make it tough for you or no?
Make it, bro. I like a challenge.
Best batting strike rates in this World Cup. If you tell me
best,
2 out of 3, I'll give you the full marks. 2 out of 3.
Best batting strike rate.
Sorry, player. Don't tell me the exact. Strike
Quinton de Kock.
You name all 3. I'll tell you you've got 2 out of 3.
Quinton de Kock, Rohit Sharma, and David Warner.
All 3 wrong. So one is it's hard. Like Glenn Maxwell.
अरे ये तो last match का बोला सर. हाँ, okay.
Yeah, best batting strike rates. नहीं मतलब अब some people have played 2 innings, some like 7. This is not a fair. So Glenn Maxwell और 2 तुम पिंडा like कुछ भी कर लो, you will never get it. You will never get it. Never. Even now, you will re-stop here. Gus Atkinson.
ये क्या? This is not for the tournament then I guess. Not for the yesterday का.
Best bowling economy. I'll give you a big hint. You have to get all 3 right.
Bumrah.
You have to get all 3 right. I'm going to give you a hint. Yeah, you got 1 correct. They're all from India.
Yeah, Siraj, Jasprit Bumrah. No, wait. Kuldeep Yadav, Jasprit Bumrah, and Ravindra Jadeja.
So you got 2 out of 3. It's not Kuldeep Yadav.
No.
It's not Siraj. It's not
Jaddu.
You already said Jadeja. That's correct. It's Ashwin.
No way, bro.
सही में?
How is Ashwin there?
He bowled in the first game, bro.
अरे क्या बेवकूफी का है यार ये. This is why ICC things don't matter, bro. This is exactly why ranks don't matter. This is bullshit.
Okay, I have.
Kuldeep bhai has been in the form.
आप लोग भी join करिए हमारे को ये.
Yeah, Ashley का comment देखा मैं. Ashwin बोल
क्या बोल रहा?
Ashwin, Bumrah and.
उन्हें देख लेना क्रिकेट पर खोल दिया उन्हें. मैं जो पेज पे उन्हें भी वही पेज पे है अभी. But yeah, I think that's like I can ask you more questions, but yeah, forget it.
Yeah, it's clearly like messed up.
Yeah,
one match.
It's good. Like you got a lot right.
I did, but like.
Of course, you're not gonna get everything right. ऐसा तो फिर क्या भाई हम लोग तो फिर we'll be millionaires right now. You got a lot of the questions right.
The octopus.
Yeah.
United का prediction दो. सुदीप दादा बोल रहे. United का prediction बोल.
Against Copenhagen. There.
We won in a penalty last time. We saved a penalty. Denmark, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah,
sure?
yeah.
They're going to lose 2-0. Hi, bhai log. Abid Kumar is in the house, man. This guy is also very.
मैंने इसको कल बताया.
मैं लेता हूँ comment पर ये because फिर मेरे को क्या बोलते हैं मुझसे भाई ऊपर ये मिस कर दिया वो मिस कर दिया बोलते तो I have to go from the top right now.
Yeah, all from the top.
Seriously, bro, India. So, okay. Shane Alam Singh, I think by ground size should be minimum 70 meter होना चाहिए.
Wow.
Balance बनाने के लिए bat and ball में.
That's a good point. I think that's a fair assessment. Already इतना batters dominant game हो चुका है अपना. Power play भी आप उसके mix में डाल दो from a shorter ground, it becomes a little difficult. So I do agree with that. Maybe minimum size should be 70.
Batting. So hi, bhai log. Abid Kumar Singh. Hello. Sudeep Dada Singh. Baiting pitch, red soil and Bangalore tomorrow. Match high scoring, match swing होगा. Pitch help fast bowler.
Yeah, that's it.
तुम 4 चीज़ें बोल दिया मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा. Swing भी हो रहा है, अच्छा batting wicket हो रहा है, turn भी हो रहा है, red soil भी है, ये भी है.
He doesn't want to leave any odd out.
Yeah, the HCA Stadium वाले और ज़्यादा corrupt. They fixed roof recently. It should have done in 2019 when they blew away the roof.
Yeah, it's messed
I
up.
don't know why the hell there is no game. Why they're trying to shift the T20 game? I'm still pissed off about that.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I don't know.
The
अभी
most
अभी तो यहाँ
impressive
पे
player in this World Cup, your view?
most impressive player in this World Cup, Rachin Ravindra, without a shadow of a doubt.
I can't argue with that.
He has been like the first World Cup you come in and score 5. I mean तेंदुलकर के बाद कोई करा तो बच्चा बॉलिंग भी कर ले रहा, बैटिंग भी कर ले रहा. धर्मशाला में जिस तरीके से उसने बैटिंग करा यार, I mean that innings 388 आपके अगेंस्ट में है एंड आप खड़ के मार रहे फ्रॉम टॉप ऑस्ट्रेलियन बॉलर्स को at 23.
Yeah.
I think Rachin
The
Ravindra.
question is most impressive. Like, you know, I'm just going to. I can't argue with that. I'd probably say Rachin Ravindra also. I might have said second someone else, but for me, it's just like the whole context. I look at history and everything, and you probably you would expect this from him, but I still feel that the fact that he's doing it in this World Cup, Mohammad Shami is for me the most impressive. He didn't play the first three
Yeah,
games,
yeah.
and mind you, he only came in because Hardik Pandya got injured, not because the conditions or this and
yeah.
that.
And that worked
he came
into
in
Rohit
because
Sharma's
Hardik
favor,
Pandya,
yeah.
and he has like set up the World Cup alight, and he is the best bowler right now.
Yeah.
And he's picked up what 16
Yeah, I
wickets
mean,
in 4
the
games.
best thing about this India thing is that bhai, Jasprit Bumrah lays down the platform. Siraj builds the first wicket, and then Shami just comes in.
Yeah, but
It's
I'm
like
pointing
kicks down the
Shami
door.
out because
Yeah.
he was not there in the scheme
Yeah,
of
yeah,
things.
yeah.
And Hardik Pandya is a big loss. अगर आप मेरे को मैं और आप मैं क्या I don't know if you said this. I said कि Hardik Pandya is the most important player for India in this World Cup, and I still feel that him not being there could be a problem in the semi-finals, finals. I genuinely believe that. But Mohammad Shami अभी तक वो एहसास करने नहीं दिया because of his sublime bowling. He's not allowed our batters to be under pressure. So like for me, Mohammad Shami. But of course, Rachin Ravindra, I'm not going to argue that he's probably top or everyone's
Yeah.
best player.
Yeah.
मैंने इसको कल बताया ये स्टैट्स तेरे साथ खेल रहा भाई उन्हें तो वही क्रिकेट मैं तो वही पेज खोला मैं भूल गया
Yeah, it's Coffee with Karan.
about Kohli 100 I don't remember the others Rohit Sharma भाई Maxwell innings versus Afghanistan
Impressive. Most impressive player.
अच्छा Maxwell innings versus Afghanistan और Kohli innings in T20 World Cup against Pakistan किसको ऊपर रैंक दोगे भाई ये बहुत टफ सवाल है और ये जवाब नहीं देना चाहूंगा मगर मैं दे दूंगा आप पूछे बोल के अगर आप पहले चाहिए मैं दे दूंगा मेरे पास जवाब है मैं दे दूं
I will say
आपका भी जवाब दूंगा फर्स्ट के लिए विराट कोहली का है बिकॉज उन्हें इंडिया का फाइनल विराट कोहली द रीजन व्हाई यू वेंट टू द जिम इज बिकॉज विराट कोहली द रीजन व्हाई ही ईट्स एग्स बिकॉज विराट कोहली इज द रीजन व्हाई ही इज because since Faz started like Faz never went used to go to the gym and everything he just started going 2-3 years ago and Virat Kohli was captain of India he told the whole team he thought he was part of the team too and he also started going to the gym
you come after my boys.
yeah and thinking so I mean it's very hard for me because that moment was very emotional मैं almost रो दिया था वो जो विराट कोहली मारा था but if I just look at an overall perspective and everything टांग नहीं चल रही थी उसकी ये वो
That is where I'm also like a little bit
I have to say Maxwell
his hamstring cramp
200 मारा है
hamstring अगर आपका potentially injured है भाई ये part मुस्तफा आपका
yeah
you can't walk you can't move and there's no like workout that will help it out आपको just rest है so he took a very big gamble Kohli no doubt hit one of the best fast bowling bowlers but equally in best spinners को मारा
और भाई इसकी टांग नहीं चल रही थी
एक टांग नकली है हॉकी का भी बड़ा नहीं गोल्फ का बड़ी खिलाड़ी
है there's a picture I saw क्या बोलते हैं उसको फुट मैप है AB de Villiers का पूरा मतलब ऐसा like पूरा सर्कल बना हुआ है like leg side off side इधर उधर down the pitch everything his only 2 foot marks like one he's standing like this and he's hitting it like, it's all hand eye coordination body and it's like even more difficult when you don't have leg power
yeah you don't have anything to jump off and the one we saw that golf swing that
सीधा जो मारा था
उसका forearm देखो यार कभी like he has a black band here and then just look at the
like
style
overall,
of the
I think I would rate
genetics,
that
bro.
I would rate it higher than Ben Stokes test match innings against Leeds and that for me was the best
yeah I mean like Musa the only thing that just differentiates is that one leg and injury I think that's it
yeah
chicken party
आशीष बोला दोनों अलग फॉर्मेट से so equally good Kohli against Pakistan just because of quality of bowling अभी तुम रेट कर रहे हो पाकिस्तान की बॉलिंग शर्म करो तुम देख मैंने से क्या बोल रहे पाकिस्तान की बॉलिंग के बारे में
मर के क्या मुंह देगा
क्या
मर के मुंह क्या
बताए इन्हें like this guy is watching too much
this is Mufaddal Wara at his best
YouTube you're not he's watching that YouTube
show oh yeah he's that version of India
chicken party
whenever we're always up for chicken
I'm down for chicken
KFC bucket
chicken,
Nando's wherever you want to go
Shami destroyed oppositions in every game other teams were also hoping for Hardik recovery faster yeah I mean Shami has just like ended everything, all the topics of discussion. And
I think Shreyas Iyer also here, I mean, not like there's
Shreyas
impressive, but the impact that he's becoming, that void that he's filling without Hardik Pandya, he's giving hope to people in India कि भाई, you know, जिस तरीके से accelerate कर रहा, मार रहा बड़े-बड़े छक्के, and also standing there with Virat Kohli in the last game as well. I think Shreyas Iyer is doing a decent job right now. I mean, I'm still not going to count him cemented, but अच्छा कर ले रहा, जो भी उसके injuries थे, सब subside हो गए, he looks much more confident. But again, the short ball is out there somewhere.
yeah, I mean, Surya Kumar also we need to see how he because he's going to be playing in that 6-7 role, right?
Yeah.
He's played one
Nets,
good
this guy
innings.
looks like a different beast, man, Surya Kumar.
Yeah, he does. But in nets, even I look like a different beast.
You look a different beast every day.
No, in the nets.
Ask
Smash-
Ashish, Ashish will tell you.
Ashish can't get me out in the nets. मैच में देखते के अंदर ये लोग थक जाते एकदम और मेरे को क्या करते हैं मालूम लोग एंड में लेके आते
ये क्या है यार बेन स्टोक्स एंड में रहते हैं
because you know I also agree with that because if I start with the nets like you know the पूरा confidence नीचे चला जाता है ये वो so like in the end they're already tired this and that I just smash the crap out of them ICC shot of the century Kohli baby all day mandate ready
shot of the century right now for 2022 2023 Glenn Maxwell reverse sweep what a shot
even the straight one he hit like
he will get it man like injury bro that's all I'm going to say injury
Maxwell Cummins partnership reminded me of the great partnership between Ramiz and Mustafa.
Yeah, man. Mustafa has
also reminded you of a partnership.
Of Pingle Reddy and Mustafa Ismail.
So the common theme is Mustafa.
Mustafa is the common theme. Like people don't understand this guy's talent. He has first ball. He's always going to guide it down to third man. That is the first thing that he'll always try to get a single out.
It's luck.
He always likes this shot. Like my cup 9. At least हम लोग 20 साल से साथ खेल रहे cricket. He always guides it down to third man and run.
20 साल से कहाँ खेल रहा है
20 मिनट से खेल रहे होंगे but फिर भी
हम लोग when was the last time we played together was that game only but
yeah,
like we but yeah those we haven't
I mean I've been trying to come to Canada to play with this guy and I'm not getting a PR and the guy who can get me a PR is just sitting and making comments about Kohli
आशीष बोला झूठ बोलता है मैंने इसको आउट किया था नेट्स में लायर बट कुछ भी फेक न्यूज़
कोई बात नहीं चलो ठीक हो
he thought he got me out but then we went and checked the thing it was umpire
VAR VAR DRS overruled
it was umpire's call that went to benefit to the
yeah like Pakistan's call against South Africa
yeah I have a good record in chasing I think I have good composure
that's why this company is called Chasing the Target
yeah it's a good composure you know
yeah I mean the guy who's on the non-strikers end pretty much
bro I'll be very honest with you I'm the worst player in my family I'm the worst player. I'll say that, but like if you want me to.
Yeah, like I can vouch for that. I can vouch for that.
It's true, right?
Like माशाल्लाह मुस्तफा के वालिद साहब के जो
I'm nowhere near my dad and my brother.
I was left-handed and Ayub uncle मुस्तफा के वालिद साहब उनका नाम अयूब है तो उन्हों left-handed थे and I used to look up to him to hit sixes and then मुस्तफा जब मुस्तफा के भाई was the most.
उनका ही मैसेज आया
Yeah, सुभान अल्लाह. So he was a तेंदुलकर के जो बोलते ना हर चीज तेंदुलकर की उनको मालूम थी. आप स्टैट पूछ लो आप सऊदी में जो एरिया में जगह पे क्रिकेट नहीं थी बंदा झाड़ पे मोजा टांग के नॉकिंग करता था तो लाइक वो लेवल का है मुस्तफा भाई क्या है ही इज अ फ्री स्पिरिट लाइक ही लव्स टू एंजॉय द गेम उन्होंने बोलते हैं फन करो उन्होंने दूसरे डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ कैप्टन है हम लोग थोड़ा कंपेटिटिव मैं भी थोड़ा कंपेटिटिव हो जाता नहीं जीतना है मैच जीतना है कोई भी नहीं दोस्ती यारी में क्या है कंपटीशन है ना बट मुस्तफा भाई जस्ट लाइक टू एंजॉय द मोमेंट मैस अराउंड जॉश अराउंड जीते तो जीते नहीं जीते तो नहीं जीते
it's that case right a jack of all trades a master of none will you visit Mohali Stadium for an IPL match wanting to meet you guys oh bro will come man
bro like my boy is right now from Mohali my boy is there हमारे को तो भाई टिकट भाई दिला देगा भाई का घर भी है भाई चिकन भी मंगा देगा सब कर देगा भाई
I'm also from Mohali but the one in Canada like not the one in India I'm from the other Mohali they're both the same I don't see any difference but we'll come and inshallah IPL में definitely Chandigarh is one of the places I really want to go because all my friends are from there a lot of them so I've heard a lot about the place
he went to one friend's place Sri Lanka recently that friend you know betrayed him with the laundry but
yeah I got screwed
we forgive him
तबीयत भी खराब होगी because of that
forgive him
क्या भाई प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा की जगह दीपक चार को पिक करना चाहिए था मगर को दीपक चार का
इंजरी प्रोन है and also भाई वो पिटा तो बहुत बुरा पिटता
नहीं मगर it's not a bad option because he can
bat as well but again like कितना ही बार मिलेगा उसको नीचे डाउन ओवर कोहली केएल राहुल श्रेयस अय्यर के बाद तो बैटिंग आई नहीं जडेजा की सही नहीं आई बैटिंग थ्रू आउट दिस टूर्नामेंट तो आई डोंट रियली थिंक यू नीड टू थिंक अबाउट दैट कुलदीप भाई संभाल लेते
What was the other thing? Um, Invoice sent to chasing office for name change document. Working on PR file right now. George.
Yeah, so then get me a X-Men jersey and number 7 preferably, or number 10.
Number 7. No, somebody already has it.
What
Is it
am I?
Ashish has it? I
What
think.
am? What a number? 99 तो एक legend के पास है.
कौन?
You were 99, right?
नहीं, पागल हो गए तुम, क्या कुछ भी बोलते रहे.
दानिश कह नहीं रहा था 99.
मेरा 18 था और वो पंटर की वजह से चेंज करते थे, कोई और वो ये बोलता था लाइक अ पिसिंग ऑफ
पंटर उधर भी पॉलिटिक्स है क्या यार?
या मैंने वो नंबर 18 था, मैं मेरा निकाल दिया, फिर उसके
Oh,
बाद
Ashish, I'll let it go. Ashish
then
के
I
पास
became
था.
19.
Oh, you look 19 as well, mashallah.
You know why, right? Why I took 19?
19 was who? Rahul Dravid was 19 at one time. Who else, man? 19. India? 19?
No.
Not
What
India.
India 19?
The number 19 or something,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Rashid Khan.
Rashid Khan?
Yeah,
Oh.
19. And also 18 plus 1 is 19. Yeah, Rashid Khan.
Mashallah, he's great at cricket. He's great
Bro,
at
they forced me to
mathematics.
change my number. Even Ashish was forced to
Mustafa
change
Dalin
my
actually out of the cricketing world, if you look at him, IPL by Mustafa Dalin like Rashid Khan.
Who?
Rashid
Yeah,
Khan.
because he betrayed my team. Of course, why would I like him in the thing? But I rate him as a cricketer.
very
of course.
fantastic
When it comes to IPL, of course, you like him in the
I
IPL?
like him, I like him.
In the IPL, you like
In
him.
the IPL,
You enjoyed it when he was hitting Marco Jansen for the
No,
thing.
no, no. As a player, and without like biased vision, if I'm looking
I
at it.
asked you with bias in the IPL.
With
you
bias,
Yeah.
I would say something right now, but I control my
वही तो
tongue.
बोल रहा हूँ. Me and Musti got screwed on our number in our own club. Yeah, we got shafted, boy. He wanted number 10. He got number 7. I wanted 18.
Punter के politics आ रहे हैं पूरे.
No, punter also he got shafted too. उसका कुछ 100 है. He has some weird ass number, man. I don't know उसका कौन सा number है.
786 है क्या?
नहीं.
क्रिस गेल के 300 डाल दिया.
आप क्रिस गेल का स्टोरी देखे आज?
नहीं.
आपको दिखाता हूँ.
उन्हें तो हर 2 मिनट को मेरे को वहाँ कपिल देव के साथ सबके एक ही रंग है, वो कमला पसंद आते जा रहा, समझ में नहीं आ रहा.
आपका फेवरेट ऐड कौन सा है वर्ल्ड कप में?
वर्ल्ड कप में फेवरेट ऐड बी नेचुरल, बी ऑथेंटिक, बी क्रेजी, बी वो पूरे अमूल के 3 स्पॉन्सर्स है.
मेरा कौन सा है मालूम? अरे यार
ये हार्दिक, मैं पांड्या.
नहीं मेरा वो है एक फॉक का मेरे को पसंद, मतलब द फेवरेट वो है कुरकुरे वाला. वो
कुरकुरे यार कौन सा?
तुम ही बताया मेरे को, देखो बोल के.
आई डोंट. कुरकुरे
मजा आ गया. वो जो लोग
अंकल खा लेते रहते. ओ डोरिटोस के. हाँ,
वो बहुत अच्छा ऐड है.
अंकल खाते, मजा आ गया. गाली देते, फिर उन्होंने गाली देते नहीं, मतलब वो एक्शन वैसा करते. तो yeah, Mustafa bhai.
Ian Smith also he did a crazy commentary stint again World Cup final.
Yeah,
Maxwell ka. But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up.
One more question, both of you. 99 jersey number कौन पहनता था इंडिया में? Hint, he was also the captain of India.
Sachin Tendulkar.
नहीं. 99 अश्विन पहनता था.
अश्विन घंटा भी कैप्टन नहीं करा.
अश्विन कैप्टन नहीं करा.
मैं सचिन बोल दिया, आप बोल दो क्या है.
सचिन 99 कब पहना यार?
मेरा हिसाब.
अच्छा ऐसा बोल दिया.
मेरे को क्या मालूम सही है गलत.
कैप्टन इंडिया का 99.
see
दादा नहीं थे यार, दादा भी 99 नहीं पहने. Maybe he did. I don't remember.
Was that right or not?
I don't know. Who was it, man? I'm curious to know this. If I think Dravid maybe at one time, maybe if I'm not wrong. They wore something like that.
मेरे को मालूम ही नहीं, मैं बोल दिया बस. सचिन.
What was Azharuddin number?
हाँ?
Azharuddin 13 or something?
786.
दादा bro बोल रहा आशीष. अच्छा दादा बोल रहा है
99 था.
Maybe at some point of time. Yeah, I just don't remember that. But that was a very good question. Took me back in time. But Ajju bhai का number क्या था यार? So like Azharuddin biggest fan.
Yeah, but that's long time ago. But I don't remember what his number was. Round was 5, I think.
Yeah, 5 and then 19 also.
Azharuddin
Dada won 99 then 21 or 23 after comeback. Ashish Dadwal, right bro? क्या बात है Ashish Dadwal? We will send you a.
पूरा Google कर दे रहा वो खोल के.
Yeah, cheap bugger.
Yeah, उसको कौन सा याद है यार? 99
Ganguly was also a fantastic batsman. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. We will come tomorrow again and hopefully bearing whatever news, weather report तो रहेगा ही इसमें. आप लोग लाइक करिए, सब्सक्राइब करते रहिए, चेस करते रहिए टारगेट्स एंड होपफुली वी गेट टू सी कॉफी विद करण. देखिए विद दिस करण.
कॉफी विद करण.
क्रिकेट नॉलेज है बोल रहा है. नॉलेज है नॉलेज.
गूगल भी है.
गूगल. बट या सो क्या कल
आशीष का इकोनॉमी रेट क्या था सेमीफाइनल में? जल्दी बोल.
30
15.
अच्छा ये मैं समझा, एक ओवर के बाद एक ओवर देंगे।
दिए
गूगल का मैसेज कर
अच्छा
रहा है।
दिए
दिए तो
तो
30
30
इन 2
टोटल
ओवर्स,
खाए तो
15
कितना होता है
15 2 ओवर में बराबर।
गूगल का MSG।
गेम ओवर गेम ओवर का गेम तो कल शुरू होगा सुदीप दादा, एंड आप हमारे को पिच रिपोर्ट देते रहो वहां से बैंगलोर से।
आप लोग जुड़ते रहिए, कल
जुड़ते
भी आप
रहिए।
लोग के साथ जुड़िए, कल
Yeah.
पूरा वेदर रिपोर्ट देंगे, विल गिव अपडेट्स ऑन
अच्छा खासा कॉन्वर्सेशन हो गया आज, वी वेंट थ्रू डिफरेंट
और हमारा वो भी आ रहा कल टॉप 5 कुछ आ
रील
रहा,
आएगा,
वो
top
भी
5
आप
कुछ
देख लो,
आएगा,
देयर इज गोइंग
yes.
टू बी मोर कंटेंट। आप लोग भी सजेशंस भेजते रहिए, फैस को भेजते रहिए, एंड मेरे को भी भेजते रहिए, कमेंट्स में भी भेजिए आप, एंड वी विल कैच यू गाइस टुमारो, एंड दिस इज इट मैन, टुवर्ड्स द फाइनल स्ट्रेच,
Towards the
फाइनल
final
एग्जाम्स
stretch of
तैयारी
probably
कर
that
रहे
will
हैं
turn
आप,
out
एंड
to be the
होपफुली विल
best
गेट
semi-final scenario ever.
yeah 100%, and we will catch you tomorrow, and every day make sure you like and subscribe.